Oh boy, okay. We're gonna try this again. Magically, I reported an outage to Comcast, and then magically my internet just suddenly started working again. I don't know. I just work here. I don't even work here. Don't know why that works that way, but okay. Clear icon. Ooh. Clear icon. I wish you could just, like, do clear icon for all of these, as opposed to having to go through and do all this all over again. What's going on, guys? Tangent, how are you doing? Oh, okay, hold on. I do have to... Alright, my freaking streamer bot, of course, like, disconnected from everything, so I've got to redo that wonderful thing. Sunbear, what's going on, baby? How are you? Alright, chat, and then event feed, and then we'll wait, make sure that that reconnects. We partially connected to... Oh, we're not connected to YouTube. Okay. We'll close that. Close that. Connect to YouTube. Connect to YouTube. Oh, it signed me out of my broadcaster account. Okay. Good. Yeah, continue. Yeah, good. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. Chat. Event feed. There we go. All right. Good to go. Right as rain. Oh, a Killy Myrmidon. What's going on? How are you? Well. What's going on, Raw Liquid? Yeah, so we ran into some walls there. I apologize. I don't know what's been going on, but I literally reached out to them on the... I reached out to them on their app, and like magic, it just suddenly started working again, and it seems to be working fine for reasons unknown. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I called them. Suspicious. Clear icon. Why can you clear icon for some of them, but you can't clear icon for all of them? Is that a bug? Do we know? Is there like a reason you can clear the icon for some, but you can't clear it for all? There we go. All right, we're off to the races now. Oh, look who's back. What's going on, Death Star? How are you? Yeah, apologize, guys. I don't know what the heck. I don't know who, what, where, when, why. Internet's working again. Hopefully, this is the end of it. I reached out to Comcast and I was like, yo. Actually, I texted their silly little AI thing. And it was like, we'll reset your connection. And then my connection magically did it. After it told me there's no problems, but I have a feeling I was probably throttled or something. I've been doing a lot of like uploading and downloading of videos and VODs, and I've been using a lot of fun stuff lately, so I'm guessing it has something to do with that. All right. Cool. The pathing is an issue. They need to make an AA or skill that when auto attack casts a spell, pet should be summoned to you and CB the pathing key. Yeah, I have a feeling it's one of those things that would get fixed like as you get further in the expansions, but there's definitely a problem here. Back when Secrets and I were talking, I recommended like nav mesh, but they can't actually use nav mesh because it's, you know, it's not a like Daybreak proprietary thing, and that's a problem. They need to own all the things that they use. For those of you who don't know what nav mesh is, it's a app that's, well, it's a system that is typically used amongst botters within MacroQuest. And what it does is it creates a perfect mesh over everything, and it corrects poor pathing. It allows for uses of things like stick instead of follow, and stick. If you've ever used MacroQuest, you know that stick is, like, makes follow look like frickin', I don't know, degeneracy at its best. Alright, we're just gonna sell these now. Navmesh is perfectly innocent and a wonderful thing, right? Right? Nothing wrong with Navmesh. All right, we're going to try and kill a Begurgler over here. Poor Spam Diesel got freaking charmed for like 6 minutes from this guy. Wild work. Well, he hurts too. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Oh, my pet's actually casting spells now. He's casting Blast of Frost. Okay, that's good. So we are seeing a little bit of, we're seeing a little bit of more activity come out of our pet. Oh, Dip, he's back. What's going on, Gribbles? Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I'm really sorry, guys. Really sorry. Spiky Splint Belt. Yes, please. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I can wear that, too? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Trammy. Okay. Put this right here. Ooh, nope. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a level 1 in there. Okay? I'm going to put a little... Do you guys like what they did with this? I know, like, this is probably something that I'm just, like... I'm being spoiled little brat about. But I really don't like that they added this storage tab to this. It really... Because you, like, want to interact with these tabs and your equipment, right? And it seems weird. It seems counterintuitive. Blackfar, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome back, guys. I apologize. I apologize. Internet, dumb, internet. No, actually, I love you, internet. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, internet. I love you. Don't screw up. Also, he is just not gaining mana back now. Interesting. Look at the rate he's regenning mana. That's crazy. You didn't do it? Don't apologize. No. I have to apologize to my internet. I know I didn't do it, but I feel bad because it affects the, you know, entertainment value, etc. Not much trying to sort a comp. Not much trying to sort of comp to try range stuff as well, since it looks like they are making a concerted effort to give better items and make it viable, and I've been a sucker for rangers. Yeah. It does seem like they're making an effort there. The internet needs to apologize to you. Damn internet, thinking monk, shaman, ranger. So rogues do get deadly throw, and they get it naturally. Just putting that out there. No. Apologize now. Okay, I'm so sorry. All right, let's see here. We'll go in the house, in the hacienda. We're 15, which means we should just probably go to Befallen, do a quick run, get a set of gear, and then we should go to... Najina, so we can get the goods, get the sauce. Was Deadly Throw, and why should I use it with a Throwing Builder plus 10? Deadly Throw is like a crit that does even more damage. It's kind of like when you do double bow shot, except it's for throwing items, and it's amazing. Currently, Beast Pet mana regen is 1. Seems like at every level. Oh, no. Okay, so that's a problem, too. We chose a really good time to leave the beta Discord. Like, we pretty much chose the best time to leave the beta Discord. So we can't report bugs. What server are you on? Right now, I'm on Freeport. Juice Gublino. The voting has happened, and it has landed on us going to play on Nariak at launch. That just kind of sucks, though. I mean, it's still, like, really soft, too. Like, hola! Oh, wait, we should be using this, too. I don't know why this isn't right there. Okay. What's going on, Brew? How are you? How are you doing, man? Okay, what do we got? Emissary. We'll go kill this guy. Bonefire. Bone saw's ready. Surviving the smoke from Canada. Oh my god, yeah. I guess the air quality here is, like, really bad. I haven't... What is the air quality? Oh, mine... Actually, ours says it's pretty fair. I don't know... I know we were supposed to have bad air quality. Our air quality right now is rated one below the top rating. Mine is hazardous. Ooh, you should get out there and really breathe it in. Give it a good huff, you know? Show that air who's boss. Ooh, what is this? Oh, bronze. The internet tubes are clogged. Yeah, there's something. I'll tell you that. What I think it is I think I probably was throttled. That does happen. Is he killing? Wait, let me target this so I can hit it. Can't have him stealing all my XP. What did he just switch targets too? What the hell is going on here? Dude, the AQI here is so bad. The site we were checking had a cartoon child choking on the ground with a gas mask on. It was funny but concerning infographic in the moment. What's going on, Reyna? Reyna, asking one last time here. So how many actual chrono are you giving away for your giveaway, and what is related? Give us the deets, the real deets, not just the trolley Nick deets. 4, 5, 8 air quality by me here in Chicago. Is that just normal air quality there? Asking for a friend? Lumpy, what's going on, Lumpy? How are you? I gotta do something with that highlight. 20 chrono. I can't believe she's giving away 30 chrono. What will I even do with 40 chrono? That's a lot of chrono. Hazardous. Oh man. What? So. All right. I know. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus here. Oh, they ran up to grab it. What buttholes? That's some old school EQ shit. That's why I want to play on an underserved server. Running a hate raid on D3. Nice, nice, nice. You getting any good loots? You getting all the good loots? That's okay. We're good here anyway. I'll kill this one last guy right here. If only we had private instances. No, so I lost my Wingspear. I lost my private instance because my internet cut out twice. So I don't actually have any charges for a while, for like another hour. Still on Iridan? No, I was on Payneal, and right now I'm on Freeport. It's just one chrono, but basically whoever can guess the closest amount of comics that the other half has wins the chrono. My guess is 2.5. 2.5, some might say. I thought your instant stays for like 15 minutes if you leave it. Yeah, I was down. I was out for like the last 30 minutes or so. Maybe like 20 minutes. Yeah, I loaded up stream and then my internet crashed, and then it like regulated, and so then I loaded up stream and I pressed go live, and it went okay for a while, and then it just crashed again. So hopefully it's good now, though. Hopefully everything is right in the world. What exactly is the point of instance charges? I get that they didn't want people to spam instances, but I have to guess that it's probably a way for them to measure. It's a way for them to measure the actual like resource usage. Because like spinning up a lot of them, especially like if you think about when they initially launched the last patch, they basically like kind of screwed themselves over a little bit, not intentionally, but they accidentally dropped a bomb on themselves because the instances weren't shutting down even after you dropped them. So they ended up getting like a ton of extra instances, and on the super populated servers, it was backing the server up so much that you couldn't get into a new instance because the old instances that were being created never winded down. So I have an assumption that they're probably trying to prevent things like that from happening. Granted, you know, obviously it's not an intentional issue. It's more of a unexpected issue, and so I think that they're probably trying to make sure that they can prevent things like that from happening as much as possible. I know in talking with Secrets, there's been a big focus on making sure that the resource usage is minimal. So I would say that it's probably somewhere in that area of reasoning. Combos are you leaning towards? I'm probably going to do 2, if I'm being real. I'm probably going to play in my own private, secret, dark, nasty time. I'm probably going to play Ranger, Necro, Shaman, and then on stream, I'm going to play Warrior, Necro, Shaman. After CS Split Paw revamp, populated servers took a huge dump as everyone spun up instances all as one. Yeah, and then that's going to happen, right? Like, unfortunately, the reality is, and it's one of the reasons that I'm not really hyper. I'm annoyed, but I'm not super like hyper critical of them having the server. So when you load up initially, you're going to start with 0 charges. And a lot of people are going to have like some problems with that, understandably so. I think that it is frustrating, but what I will say is that I understand that you don't necessarily want everybody. Like, let's say they had 40,000 people sign up for the beta, right? So let's say, hypothetically speaking, that 20,000 people sign up and like actually show up for day one. You don't want 20,000 or even 10,000 people all loading up an instance at the exact same moment in time where they all load into the game, and then all of a sudden they're all rushing over there and like just absolutely bore the poor servers out. You know, and again, that is just my perspective. I don't necessarily know that to be the exact reasoning or issue, but that's just where I think is very likely. Badass. I'm thinking Enchanter, Paladin, Berserker. Really, really strong combo. Enchanter, Wizard, Cleric. Ooh, that's also a fun little combo. 20k and Greater Fey. Let's go. Well, it wouldn't all be on one server, like actual server, but part of me wishes we started with 1 charge to spin up a solo newbie zone, but I get how that could be bad for the server stability. Yeah, totally, Gribbles, totally. And that's what, like I said, it's annoying, but I get it, right? It's annoying, but I understand. We'll get more RAM than DB. Simple as that. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, Daybreak Games decided that they were going to buy more RAM, and so your subscription price has gone from $10 to $150. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's no problems. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. I can only imagine. All right, let's put Spirit of Wolf on real quick. Only 150. Yes, only 150 a month. Well, they put a loan out on the RAM, you know? They took out a mortgage on their infrastructure so they could afford that RAM. You know, unfortunately, they could only really afford to get like 16 gigs. Because it was so expensive, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. It's a good start. You should spend an hour in Starter Zone leveling up Boots of Travel. I did that, but I'm totally not going to do that on live. The day the game goes live, I don't know. I don't know. What's cooler? What's cooler from a viewer standpoint? Do you guys want to see me Jimmy Jam up to the top? Or do you guys want to see me take it easy and like ease my way through? Do you want to see the meta, or do you want to see the like have fun, screw around, be a dumbass? I thought it would be like 1k. I get boots to +2 and then call it. Yeah, I'll probably kill him a couple times, but and all bags are removed from drops and merchants. You must buy them for Iridium. I want you to have fun, Namvi. I'll have fun either way. I can play either way. Easy like Sunday morning. A fun stream is a better watch. Yeah, agreed. I do like screwing around. I like being really stupid and doing things that are dumb. Which is one reason, between you, me, and the wall guys, I am still kind of holding out on the idea that I might play a Warrior Berserker Rogue. I might try to do Warrior Berserker Rogue all the way up. Just because the goofery of it all, you know? I do feel the goofery of it all. Be first to level 50. Bro, I ain't the first to level 50. F that. You know, and like to their benefit, somebody is not going to sleep until they get to level 50, and I just can't do that. Well, Monk Bard is pretty fun. Hell yeah, dude. Do it. Nope. Nope. You need a team for that, rotating gatherers, etc. That is definitely a strat for sure. That is definitely a strat. Good time because that makes the best content. Hell yeah, Mark Huber. What are we going for? What are we going to do for 1 week waiting period between open beta to launch? I don't want to touch grass. I don't know. Some people were talking about playing Pal World. Path of Exile's new League comes out. We roll a new WoW character. I don't know. I have no idea. I need to think it up. I need to come up with a plan. Guys, help me make up my mind. What are we doing? Are we playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure for a week? And don't say yes because I know you bastards won't actually watch that. Shower week? That's prep week, my friend. You make sure all your poop socks are ready to roll. Farming Simulator? Bro, I actually wanted to play that the other day. I don't have that dog in me anymore. I'm over 40. I'm gonna have fun and chillax. Yeah, exactly. Oh, these snakes are so good. Give me Snake-O. Spreadsheet week? Maybe spreadsheet week. Don't encourage him. What do you mean? What do you mean, Raina? I'll be playing Baldur's Gate 2, Marvel, Cosmic Evasion, and likely City of Heroes. Ooh. Reldick. Interesting. We could play a little bit of Marvel Heroes Omega. I do like that game. Who made the Snake Social? I don't know, but yes, very annoying. Although annoying until you can kill them all, and then great. Absolutely wonderful. Best idea ever. Because then you can just attack one snake and then they come running from every which way direction. Now is the time to quit caffeine so it'll hit harder at release. Oh, are you saying we need a caffeine max or whatever it's called? I would unsilently judge. Oh god. Not gonna lie, like the social because it's easy. Yeah, exactly. Forgot snakes for social. I was very dead in Splitbot trying to kill. Oh my god, those snakes are freaking social too. Jesus. All right, how much more time do we have on this? Oh, we have... Wait, how do we have 2 charges again? What the hell? I just used one before... Whatever, I'm not going to question it. I forgot snakes. Detox from my ADHD meds. Brilliant. Oh, God. No, not doing that. Tell you that for free. I'm not detoxing off none of my ADHD meds. I'll show up to stream. I'll be like wearing my shirt as a hat, wearing a sock on my like nose or something. I don't even know. It'll be weird. Leveling this build at the moment. Burr, Pal, Enchanter, Snake, Kicks, OP. Belina Charm Pet, as much as always, defensive, rarely Zerker stance. So Burrow is basically... Berserker is a very niche... it's a very niche particular class that really doesn't do all that well depending on what you're doing. So if you pair it with certain melee classes, it's really good. Typically anything that has a ability that it can reduce the amount of time on that cooldown. However, if you don't have an ability like that, Berserker feels really bad at level 50. Just because you typically will want to use other stances than Berserker stance, and Frenzy just isn't that great right now. Gonna try and whack down some Jolt Cola or Balls Ginseng Soda. Oh my god. Dude, ginseng? Okay, so yes. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna admit this. Guys, don't cancel me all at once. Sergeant Timo, you're my best friend. I don't even know you. Sergeant Timo, congratulations. You joined the club, and I love you. Teemo's the best champion in League of Legends. Changed my mind. So here's the thing, guys. Oh, I actually don't want to go to a different... Oh my god, there's actually a decent amount of people here, too. The there was a time in my life where I used to play Vampire the Masquerade, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But I used to play Vampire the Masquerade, and yeah, we used to do a lot of ginseng back then. And eventually I got to a point where my stomach could not handle ginseng anymore because I was doing so many of those like little, they weren't 5-hour energy, but they were basically the same thing as 5-hour energy with ginseng. And I got to the point where my stomach just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Giovanni Gribbles. I was a big Giovanni fan, and then eventually La Sombra. But yeah. Ditch Berserker 38. I could see the writing on the wall. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, let's go get us some freaking weapons and some gear real quick. This nerd over here never dropped his friggin' gloves. Drop me some gloves. It was all about the Nos life. Potency was so fun for shenanigans. Yeah, Nosferatu was really good. That was my first character, was a Nosferatu. Actually, Bruja and then Nosferatu. After Champel Enchanter, gonna try Beast Pal Enchanter, a little more offense. See how the pet buffs. Yeah. Also, Cole made a comment about my insurance denied my prescription for 2 weeks, so I've. Oh no, Cole, dude, I'm sorry. We had to switch. Our pharmacy because the pharmacy would not accept our insurance for certain meds. So now we have to use 2 different pharmacies for different meds because, you know, one of them is just like, yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Which is very annoying. I apologize for showing you guys Befallen again. I know everybody has probably seen this freaking zone 11 bajillion times. Just know that I love you and I'm sorry. How do I get my primary class as a paladin, but my race as an ogre? Yeah, Juice. Sure, absolutely. You can do that. So what you want to do is you want to start your character as an ogre. This is the easiest way. There are other ways you can do it, but this is the easiest way. So you start your character as an ogre. You level up to level 10 however you want. Make roughly 40 like 40 platinum. It costs about 32, but your charisma is going to be really low because you're an ogre, so don't worry about that. Level yourself up, go buy all the whatever, like red wine or white wine or muffins or whatever with, you want to be a paladin, so actually red wine won't work. You're going to need to use either white wine or muffins. Bat wings is also a good option because you can use the bat wings to do the high elf one, and then you can switch with that. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to do the faction quest to unlock a race in which can be a paladin. Then when you get from level 10 to level 11, you're going to be that paladin class or race. And once you unlock and go to the next, like, basically you have to click a little button on a thing and it's going to say, I'm locking in this class, and you're going to lock in that paladin. And then once you're level 11, you switch yourself over to ogre. Hopefully that made sense. There he is. No, nobody can post links, actually, sadly. But I will give you a shout out. There you go. Oh my god, we gave him a shout out. The Spam Dieseler. The Spam Beasler. Yeah, sounds good, dude. Is your insurance Pacific Source? My insurance is... YouTube has some okay beginner guides to Legends. What do you guys want to see, or what do you guys feel like needs to be in those beginner guides? It's really easy for, like, me as a content creator to be like, you guys need to learn this, and you guys need to learn this. But, like, what do you guys feel like needs to be in those? Is there something that you would rather know about that hasn't been put on display yet? Is there some kind of information that exists that you guys would love to see? No links, Riot. No. Oh, okay, Spam is going to put something into Discord, which I don't even think I have open right now. I do not. Discord. I will open it. I think I know what this is, and I think it will be beneficial to some folks. Where is he? Where is he? Where? What channel you want it in? Just put it in the EverQuest channel, just so I can pin it in there. Okay, look, I see your free. would still like to see your first class lock in tier. My first class lock in tier. You mean like what I'm personally going to play? I think my first class is... I know those who know me really well are going to be really surprised by this, but I think my first class is going to be Shaman. Did you ever finish your focus effect guide? No, and thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't. I finished all of the focus effects that I thought were really good. Like, all the exaltations are really good, but they've added a ton since then, which is good. So we'll do the exaltation guide. That's already on the list, but we'll write that again. And then let's see here. Okay, hold on. I need a turbo beginner video. Okay, hold on. We're going to go all the way back up here. Nah, but the exact same scenario. Every 6 months, they make me jump through hoops for a generic medicine that my doctor says I need. Just hope it. Yeah, we do that too. My doctor does that too. Tries to push something new on me. I heard another streamer say they were going to nerf that low-level race swap before launch. I don't know. I don't know that to be true. I would be surprised to hear that. They might. I mean, they are going to sell race swap tokens, so that might be something that they do. That might be something that they change, but I certainly haven't heard anything. So today I learned that CT is level 60, and trying to do that raid as level 46 was fun. Yeah, Marin Glaze, did you get your butthole tongued? Did CT give you a special loving? Let's see. I'd really love to see some combo suggestions, some mistakes to avoid. Okay, hold on here. All right, that slip's going there. Combo suggestions. I'm writing this on my own, which is like meta, and then also thematic, like for fun. Because I have some really fun ideas for like theme builds, which I think will be just entertaining to play rather than just like, oh my god, this is so OP. We need a turbo beginner video. So many people don't know how to interact with locking in at 11. Okay. Turbo beginner guide. Turbo beginner guide. I actually did a guide like this before where I was like, listen, this is a guide for new players. If you know what you're doing, you can skip to this part. But if you don't know what you're doing, here's all this info. So we can do that. Yeah, I hear you. I swap Pal and Bird. My Monk Bird pairing now got. What channel you want it in? Yeah, the EverQuest. So race unlock basically is what I'm understanding. Yes, that's how you force it. If you have 40 plat at level 10, I don't know. I'm curious if they will sell race unlocks or something so I can do it that way because they've already confirmed they're selling race unlock tokens. Juice. They're how much are the race ones? Are the races 5, 10, or 15? I think the classes were 15. I think the races might have been 10, and I think the deity was 5, if I remember correctly. That is again U.S. currency. So if you're in Canada, get wrecked. I just saw that Canadian currency stuff is getting updated all over the place, so I'm sorry. Canadians are getting screwed in a big way. Maybe set some fair expectations on leveling time. I think some people question their builds. They are not insta-giving stuff. Kill time expectations. Kill time expectations. And attached to that, I will do dungeon difficulty. Because that goes hand in hand with that. Okay. I don't see an EQ channel. I even looked and all the ones. Oh, yeah, it's definitely under gaming. It's definitely there, Spam. Is Tantor Everhot not in game for the Tumpy turn-in? He is, but he paths and he swims. He swims under the water on the way to the, like, mushrooms and stuff. Know what classes are good, strong for pick. Yep. Oh, I thought you were DDoS to death. Jasol, I think I was DDoS to death, but I'm back for you. I came for you, Jasol. I came for you. Is Heroic Leap the best skill to play with pets? Maybe. Heroic Leap is such a weird ability in general. Would shock me to see race unlocks get nerfed with the shop. Yeah. Yep, didn't see the EQ channel, so I put it in general. Yeah, okay. All right, heard. Nah, I won, but it was 20% life and zilch mana. All right, here. I thought I understood hide, talk to vendors. It's not hide, it's sneak. Bolgia, it's sneak. That's a good one, though, too. Sneak, hide, and illusion. Sneak, hide, illusion. Awesome. Do you guys think I should do these as, like, shorter videos? Like, do each one as its own video, or just do, like, a couple of shorter videos? Like, a couple of, like, 5-minute videos? Or, like, do a couple of, like, 1-minute videos? Or, like, I guess it would be many 1-minute videos? Or should do, like, several 5-minute videos? Or fewer 10-minute videos? What sounds more appetizing for the palate there, guys? What the hell? There we go. So if you lock in Paladin of Tunair, then get to 50 on your second main class, or your restricted classes can be... I'm not sure. Is Tunsti Tunair? Is Tunsti Tunair? I'm guessing it is. But yeah, you'd be a Tunair deity. You have to do, there's like deity unlocks, which they said are not going to be in the game at launch. So I don't know how you're going to change that in the game. Beg new players to try Diff 2, take their time, better armor will serve them. Yeah, I try to stay away from telling people how to play. And that's not because, like, I think it's bad or good or one way or the other. I personally think that people are going to play the way they want to. And I personally believe that, like, letting people just kind of, like, go at it the way they want to is kind of meaningful. It's a good approach. No, didn't leaving for Rivervale. No, I'm not leaving for Rivervale. I'm leaving for Neriak because people voted for Neriak. Are you getting pretty popular now? Maybe consider a public speaking tutorial with a large mid-roll ad about your MLM and dubious crypto. Colexian. So is this a legitimate combo you're considering? Shaman, Ranger, Beast? Haven't heard many good things about Ranger or Beast. Ranger is actually very good, but needs to be taken in the right combo. Beast is terrible, and I'm using it so that I can show people in a video that it's terrible. And hopefully get it changed. Yeah. That's kind of my feeling. Shorts are better for algo. No, shorts are actually, believe it or not, shorts are actually really bad for algo. So if you do long form content and you do short form content, shorts actually hurt you because they have lower watch time. And lower watch time actually makes the algo think that people don't like you, even if they watch the same thing. They have to watch the same thing like over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's kind of a pain in the ass, actually. Xfinity is the worst. Glad you're done. So glad to be done with them. Yeah, I wish I could be done with them. Unfortunately, they're the only people who offer us internet here. Oh, definitely don't want the chillest adventure. Then do diff. Yeah. Yep. Love your pets DPS comparative video. Data videos like that are awesome. Yeah, that's what I hope to do, and that's kind of what I hope to do with this Beast Lord thing. I really genuinely want to show off that, like, Beast Lord pets need so much love, and Beast Lords as a class need so much love. They just don't feel good. They don't have a lot going for them. By the time they actually come online, most of their benefits are actually absorbed by the fact that you're capped on most of the things that they would naturally give you. I'm really, really kind of hoping that we get to a point where... Ooh, I'm actually going to keep that. I really hope we get to a point where, like, they do get adjusted or they do get modified. The vote was rigged. I didn't see the reps from Neriak River there. I claim voter fraud. Do you have proof of this voter fraud? I apologize. Also, you cannot look to confirm your proof. It's just the way it is. Sorry. Suck it, Trebek. The videos are the worst way to convey most information, but alas. So here, right. So here's what sucks. Okay, I used to keep a lot of frickin' Google Docs and stuff like that, and I used to have tons of them, and what I found was that people would just copy and paste it, and then they'd put it in their own, and then they'd advertise it as, like, all their own work and all their own stuff, and that sucks. And so when I put it in a video, it kind of gets protected, even though you can just as easily take all the data and throw it together, but if there's a video out there, people will reference that video and be like, oh, you just copied that from this video. So, just saying. 130 I'm in, down to 50. Ooh, that's nice. Fiber in my area. I do not even have access to fiber. My state is doing it super backwards, and they're putting fiber in all the areas that don't have internet right now. Bastards. It's not what the hell? What the hell? No! 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 No, I didn't mean to! Excuse me, please. Come through. Beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Oh my god! No! 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 Run! 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 Okay! Okay! Run! Come on! No purses today! No purses today! No purses today! Come on! Run! 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 Oh, that was definitely the ranger in me. This was definitely the ranger in me. Oh my god. Whoa, my pet killed something! Sweet Jesus, my pet killed something. Yeah, Beast Lords do get feigned death at like 30... No, what is it? Is it 40? 45? Hardcore, just die. I don't want to die. See, beast pets are fun. Damn it. We just proved the opposite, guys. We just proved the opposite. What weapons are you using to hit so hard and fast? Ooh, good God, okay. No, I'm just using enchanted. They're just enchanted Fine Steel Morning Stars. They're not great. They're actually trash. But they're what I have right now, so we'll go to Najina and we'll get some Fire Fists and we'll be happy. Okay, enter instance. Ranger FD time. No, you guys are rude. No. Oh no, not a death. Think of all that XP loss. Nice train. Where's the warning? You know, the warning is written on the back of someone's butthole. Probably. Ooh, I forgot about this thing too. I haven't been clicking that. See, beast pets are fine. Najina has Taco Bell fisting. Yes. Also, hey Driznar, what's going on? Alright, let's roll. Well, this will give us an opportunity to kill things again. Alright, give me my gloves. Give me gloves. Give me gloves or give me death. No gloves from this guy? He better give me gloves. Or else. Okay, alright, fine. He's a jerk. I hate him. He's the worst. He's Boots. Oh yeah, Boots. Oh, I don't even need that guy then. Jesus Christ. Alright. Good call, good call, good call. Gloves are from the footman. Gloves are from the footman. I should have known that. He keeps giving you his bone rod. I know. What a jerk. He's such a jerk. I do love when I say the wrong thing. Like, it's like instant engagement. I'm gonna check the analytics after the stream and be like, yeah, I need to say more stuff wrong. There we go. Useless. Beastlord has the best pet confirmed. Oh no, no. Not best pet. Barely even good pet. Look at him. Look at him sit there with his 0 mana. And watch, he won't even regain mana very quickly. No, you get wood. Your skin is gonna be wood. But I watch you because you have never been wrong. Whoa. I have definitely been wrong. In fact, I made a whole video about monsters and memories and being wrong. Decide on launch party yet. We're going to be playing on the Norrath server, and we're probably going to be a warrior necro shaman, I believe. The alternative may be that we do warrior berserker rogue. That may be a thing. I don't know yet. Depends on how bad I want to feel. He gives boots? Nah. I heard he gives hairpins. Oh, the Ciceridix Classic. Man, I made that build before he did. Bastards. That was my build on THJ. That was my very first character before. That was in Alpha THJ. That was my character. Bastards. Too late. I gave it the name. It's official. What if I have pictures, screenshots even, that can prove otherwise? What about that? I was a gnome. I was a gnome. He gives boot. Yep. They obviously be AI. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Can AI... All right. Can AI fake furry pictures? Can it? Because in those photographs, there's a furry. They can? I think you know it can? I don't know it can. I mean, maybe the person that I was hanging out with that's a furry knows. But, matter of fact, actually, you know who's in those screenshots? Secrets, myself, Variety Void, Nines. Creelin might be in a couple of them. The irony. The irony. Some things just never change. I'm so torn about playing this, but wondering SK Bard Shaman would be... Yeah, freaking SK Bard Shaman would be great synergy. I had someone... Okay. I had somebody say in general chat that Shadow Knight was the worst class in the game today. And I just had to, like... I messaged him, I was like, do you not know, like, how... Like, what they can do? Are you, like... Do you not know about this thing? And then he's like, excuse me. I have leveled 3 characters to level 50. I think I know what I'm talking about. I was just like, okay, cool. Ignore. I see. Gonna run Warrior SK Shaman? Yeah, Warrior SK Shaman I think would be a good combo too. Do SK get Arcane Mastery? They sure do. They sure do. I'm so torn about playing this. Yep. Wait, what? No. Listen, Waltzy, you stop it. You stop it. I hate everything. I hate it. Whoa, Gwyneth, what's going on? How are you? 3, I had 23 max level ults on THJ alone. Oh my god, we don't even talk about that. Listen, we don't need to talk about that. How many people ran multiple accounts worth of characters on THJ? Hi. My name's Broken Stoic, and I have a problem. I've made a lot of ults in my day. 88k AAs, I know, right? That's why I ran hardcore and deleted them on death. THJ was fun for that, though. Yeah, exactly. I had an account just full of bank characters. Oh my god, I had a problem. Come on. Get the thaumaturgus. Kill this wiener. That's why I ran hardcore and deleted them? Yeah. THA season would have been epic. There could have been some really cool things. EQL does not look like I'd really want to level a lot of things. I worry that they are going to peg themselves into a corner for that. Like, they made a loop, right, where you want to level multiple classes, but then they nerfed XP way down. That being said, I do think, like, the second round of leveling is always better because you have gear and things like that. You have some AAs, hopefully, that you bought on the way up that are not just class AAs. So I think it won't be as bad. It's not terrible. Like, it's not awful, but it definitely will get tedious, especially having to do it in Classic. You know, we'll see what happens. EQL, and even with the account of bank characters, his bags were still a fucking mess. God damn it, Reyna. You know what? Reyna? Nar. My bank account was perfectly organized and beautiful and color-coded and alphabetized and then put in order of level. Okay? I don't need any of your tomfoolery. You're not going to take any Mickey out of me, okay? The Mickey is staying right in here, okay? The Mickey is staying in. All right? If you guys don't know Reyna, she's got a great accent. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes we do what we can to poke fun at that accent, because why not? Also limited loadouts, so people get bored, quit instead of trying. So yeah, I do worry about that a little bit too. Oh, wait. Okay, we're going to try this again, and we're going to see if maybe this time this will run towards me, but I think it was my pet that screwed everything up. Right? Okay, it's totally... Yeah, it was totally my pet. I tried playing all the melee combo, like Warrior Burr Rogue, and I was so bored trying to level, just standing there and swinging. Yes, that is a problem. That is definitely a problem. But you get to see big numbers, you know? Right? You get to see big numbers. You got to see backstabs and frenzies and berserker stance. And then you get to lower your health down to a low point and just, like, fish for crippling blows that are just massive. Just absolutely massive. So big. All the big. Monetizing is just going to keep logging in. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah. No, I mean, it typically isn't. We'll see how it works out, though. We'll see how it works out. I don't... I'm not excited by the idea, but I'm willing to wait and see, like, how it presents itself. I think I can get away with doing what I want to do without having to worry about it, but we'll see. Is the only way to level up items keep farming them over and over and over and combining them? Mulaki, you can also use these motes that drop off NPCs, and you can put these into items, and by putting them into items, it levels them up as well. You can also do this with spells. If you so choose, you can take the little mote, and you can stick it into a spell. I actually don't know why. There we go. It's right here. You can stick it in there like that. It works like magic. It's great. But save motes for spells. Morlin, what's going on, big dog? How are you doing? Big raid of 39 friggin' people. War Shaman now. Oh, you. Oh, Divinity. He's playing a Warrior Shaman Necro too. How are you liking it? How are you liking it? Is it busted? It's busted, right? What are you doing for the stances? Tell me about your life. I need to hear this, Morrow. I need to hear this. I think it's going to be really busted, especially later on. The way dots are acting right now, massive dots. Just killed D2 Nagy at level 40. Yep. Fuck. Yep. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I saw Brutal do it at D1. Yeah. That's really good, though. Really good. I'm impressed. Dude, that's awesome. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't follow Morlin, awesome people, great people, really insightful, really, really good ideas, really good concepts. Another person out there who tests things and goes through and likes to experience the game for themselves while having fun, but also testing out, you know, what's going to be good, what's going to be bad, and has good insight on a lot of that stuff as well. Definitely recommend checking it out without needing any fancy gear. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. It's insane. I mean, when you get the focus effects, though, it goes bonkers. And then when you mix the Unbound AAs, it's really, really wild. I just saw it in defensive recovery, the whole time recovery, which Lich buff is really nice. Yeah. Marlon, do you have... Oh, well, you're level 40, so you don't have all the Unbound. And you don't have, like, the really stupid dots. Do you have Venom of Snake? You must have Venom of Snake by that point. What... Venom is the best one. Yeah. What does it tick for now? Yeah, Odium is bonkers once you get there. E-Bolt and Odium are stupid. No, he's only level 40. He's only level 40, okay? He can't use it yet. Curse I have not. Worth doing. Nagy resist them too much? Yeah. Yep. Are you running like I assume you're running like Decay and Mallow? Or Mala, whatever the best one is that you have right now. I'm still trying to understand the motes and what to use them on. The motes are with different names. Are they meant to upgrade spells only? No, they upgrade everything. We'll talk about that. Actually, let me write that down too. Motes. Got it. Got him. Oh, goblins. I overchannel Malaise at the beginning because he resists that a lot too, then immediately slow and go into recovery for rest of battle. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice. Venom of Snake is high resisted. Well, that's you utilize a lot of the debuffs to make it so that it lands really easily. Malaise, my Lay's potato chips. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dude, that's awesome. I'm excited for that, frankly. Shadow Vortex, Tortoise myself, and then 4 dots, and I just wait. Do you use Incap or like the cripple line at all? That might be a little higher than you are. Oh, yes, this is armor. Yeah. So they're not only for spells, they're for gear too, and I'll actually show you kind of what they do. So here's a piece of gear, right? This piece of gear is currently no bonus. It's just spiky splint mail. If I take this and put it in here, it'll make it tier 1, okay? By making it tier 1, it'll have additional stats, and it'll have additional AC, and as you unlock more things, which I'll show you as I level this up, it's actually going to also unlock additional little sockets here. And when we click this, you're going to see now we have Focus Exaltation empty. So if this had a focus effect like increasing your spell damage or reducing your mana costs or extending your buff durations, things like that, we would be able to put that in there into that little slot. And then as we continue to level this up, it actually gets more slots for more things. It doesn't repeat it, so you can't put more than one focus in an item, but you do get, like, eventually you'll be able to remove the click effect of Shield of Fire. It's really good. It's really nice. It allows items to be modular and useful, even if they're not necessarily the best item. Gotta head out, man. Hey, take it easy, dude. Thank you so much. Glad you had a good stream. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the raid. Malazement, though, yeah. I wish it was good for items as spells. Yeah. Yep. The custom item system is super fun. Yeah. What's going on, Purify? How are you? Come on. There we go. All right. Let's go see if we can get some. See if we can get some gloves off the dirty little footman down here. We also need to get the golem wand, so we have a little bit of clicky fun time. Odium myself 1539 dot crit. I have odiums for 3.5k. I have odium for 3.5k at level 50. It's really, really good spell. Really, really good. And they made it even more powerful with Empower. It's kind of dumb. How? You have to be a druid. Well, actually, you don't even have to have the druid there. The druid just helps. But you run a necro and a shaman, and you get all of the afflictions. You get all the crit afflictions, and then you also get all of the burning affliction 3 and all that stuff. And it ticks like a freaking boss. It's ridiculous. Dots in general are really stupid. They will... I think that there is not a world where dots don't get touched, which is upsetting, but Shaman Necro empowered and have all the stuff. Okay, so you have Shaman Necro, you have Burning Affliction 3, you have Burning Affliction 3, only 2. Yeah, you got to get Burning Affliction 3, and you get that from, there's a waste that drops out of Plane of Fear, and you use that. Bone Clasped Girdle. Use that. Burning Affliction 3. Very, very good. Busted as fuck. Yep. Oh, crap. I'm trying to hit an Icebone skeleton with a frickin'... Oh my god, they're all Icebone skeletons? Oh, one is a frickin'... Okay. That sucks. Pet, don't die. Don't... Oh, yep, there it is. Alright. Alright, which one of these is not multi-classed? Okay, we'll get you first. Isn't it the same percentage increases too? It is not the same percentage, and it affects spells that are higher level. It is not the same. It's a higher percentage. 5% higher. How is mana management running dots? Unupgraded dots seem to hog mana. Yes, mana's, they are not mana efficient like they should be. We are definitely gonna die here. I'm getting stunned to hell. Oh my god, yep. Nice. Wow, good lord. Alright, let's get that pet back up. We also, one of the things that I need to start doing is I need to start gearing this pet. Let's see. He's a beast. We can put the finger on. Mana management is poor early on, but it gets a lot better later on because you have the benefit of like running Canny, running the shaman, or not the shaman, I'm sorry, the necromancer bonuses. Let's go ahead and hit everybody with all the buffs, the boosts. We're still at skin like wood. That sucks. Let's see here. We are a shaman as well, so we should start getting some pretty... Ooh, frenzy. Nice. Frenzy's really good. We're gonna go ahead and put our dex buff up here too, just so that our pet is proccing as much as possible. We also want to put our little pet proc up here. Specializations help too if you grab both conjuration and alteration. Yeah. We've got an ad. Sorry, guys. I hate ads, but we have to play them, unfortunately. Man, that's so funny that Moreland... Now I feel... Okay, crap. I have to change my starter build now, guys. If everybody's going to be playing the same build at launch, that's going to feel poopy butthole, right? You are no longer encumbered. Yay! Like, we can't play the same build as everybody else is going to be playing. We got to do something fun. Nah, play it anyway. I don't really like playing like meta builds. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm not a fan. Do we have a new heal maybe? Oh, we have those heal. Ugh. Oh god, I forgot. Impassivity. Vastly decreasing there. Checked out Split Paw after patch, wasn't impressed. Hardly anything useful drops. The poison sword is really good. Definitely get the poison sword, and the stun stick is also very nice out of there. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. Okay, we got the poison, disease. Yeah, okay. I have Cleric, Shot, Enchanter for my group build, and Cleric, Shot, Wizard for solo build. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's going on, Cars? How are you? How have you been? I think we got all that. Spirit of Wolf. I'm going to put Slow in here too, even though I don't really need it. Monk or Rogue with SK and Shaman. I mean, I like Rogue in that combo, but I definitely think that Monk is actually not a bad class for that combo either. Work sucks, but got 240 on my solo build. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Pet. Pet. There it is. You got here. Oh, look, we got boots. 8 AC. Ooh. Oh, wait. Pet. Here, have some boots. Boots and pants and 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 boots and pants. Oh, hey there. Do you have a two-hander for me? That would be great. Could you two-hander me, please? Please? Ma'am? Ma'am, I need a two-hander. You could? If you would, please? Please, two-hander? Yeah, I mean, Monk and Rogue both come with a lot of stuff. Rogues are actually really, as long as you can land the poisons, like, Rogues are pretty spicy boys. I think that most people playing Rogues are going to be pretty happy. Especially if you play them alongside like a Shaman that can debuff resists, so the poisons actually land a lot more. Wizard is another good one. Wizards actually come with some fun little resisty shenanigans. Boom. Disease, infectious cloud. So right now on my list, guys, on my list of things that I need to work on, okay, we've got combo suggestions, both meta and for fun, like thematic builds. We have Turbo Beginner Guide, meaning like really outlining the newbie stuff. Kill time expectations and dungeon difficulties. Sneak, hide, illusion. Basically buying things, using illusions, using sneak and hide, like how to buy things in other cities where you're not liked. We have moats explanation, like leveling spells, leveling items, things like that. We also have... we're going to finish out that exploitation video, because now we've got all the new stuff that's in Splitpaw. And Splitpaw and Crushbone. Let's see here... Calexian. Make sure we hang him by his toenails. That's what it says on here. Illusions. Illusions not blocking certain racial abilities. That's really huge. Ooh, we got to look up monk hand ratios. Monk hand ratios. UI. There. Yeah, the UI stuff for sure. There is, Brutal did a UI video. Actually, there's like 3 UI videos, but we can do one too. What's going on, Bill Sharp? How are you doing? I have Cleric, Shadow Knight, Enchanter for my group build. Yeah, okay, nice. I want to try Monk, Bard, Rogue, but I know it won't be good solo, but what a Polar DPS. So, Polar is such like an odd space, because I don't know, like, with the way aggro works in this, I don't know if, like, pullers are going to be as good as we hope. I've seen calm basically just negated entirely by the fact that some of the aggro radiuses are absurd. So I don't know, like, I don't know what the, true viability in some of that will be. Been running Enchanter, Shaman, Bard, not super fast kills, but very safe and controlled rates. Nice. I'm not sure why rogue poisons are resistible. I don't see Puma Maw getting resisted. That's a good question. Although, yeah, that's a good question. UI configuration, yeah. Think they have fist ratios on P99 Wiki. Is it following P99? Because P99 does not have TLP ratios. So did they change them to be the ratio of P99? Ugh, lol, animal. That's all I have, really? Ugh. Okay. Well, we can use Grasping Roots. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is a Warrior Enchanter. So what we'll do is do that. Okay, we'll back up. Back. Attack this one. Kill this one first. Thought I had a disclaimer on the page last I seen it. I thought it had a disclaimer. What's the disclaimer? I heard, yeah, see, this is where it gets weird, is I don't know what the fist calculation is. I'm gonna have to check it out. I've heard a lot of different people say a lot of different things about what it probably is, but I haven't heard any confirmations. That's just that it is just a guess. Aha. Oh, Shaman Ranger X is the way. Join the club. Hell yeah, brother. Is my pet? God damn, dude, that freaking pet is just garbage, man. He just he switches targets way too frequently, which I don't know. Like, the pet focus, I don't know if I need to get the pet focus command, but he flips targets so much during the fight, so you have to constantly manage him. It's really annoying, and then he's just not great. What does Ranger offer other than tracking? Ranger actually offers quite a bit. So, first of all, they get these Hunter attack power, which increases their attack by quite a bit. Oh, we're definitely going to die again. Are you serious? I just can't kill this mob because it's an enchanter and its pet is just absolutely destroying me? Yep, it's just... between the two of them, they're just spamming stun on me. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I can't do anything other than cast heal, and even then, when I'm casting heal, I can't really even get it off all that much. I can't get it up that much, giggity, because they're stunning me so much. Craziness. Come on. Oh my god, he freaking bashed that heal. This is even with inversion, okay? And he's healing himself. He's freaking healing, too. Oh my god, you bastard. Alright, I'm gonna try and land poison on him. We got him with poison. Hopefully that'll help somewhat. But we got behind on healing because of that. He's all out of mana. We might be able to keep this going. Nope, stun. Jesus Christ, dude. This is absurd. This is something that I do think needs to be adjusted. This is a D1. This is not a D2. This is not a D3. This is a D1. And I'm just being completely destroyed by this mob. Come on. D100. Drop into evasive stance. Evasive stance isn't going to help me when I'm getting stunned constantly is a problem. I mean, I can do this. It'll help a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't stop me from getting stunned constantly. So Ranger gives you attack. Ranger, oh my god, the other one freaking respawned. I hate everything. There we go. Alright, now it's helping me a little bit. Here comes another stun. Ooh, did we resist that one? Nice. Come on. Oh, I can't even attack him because I'm rooted in place now. And he's inside of me. Oh, nope. Come on. Good lord. Die, will you? Oh my god. Come on. Will you just die? Please. Bueller. Oh my lord. Jesus, please, thank you. Your pet would have saved you? Should have been an ogre. Ogre wouldn't have saved me, though. He kept stunning me using spells. That was a problem. We'll throw into recovery, and we'll throw this into offensive stance. This is why dots are goated, yeah. Let's see here. Ranger isn't, like, good, but I found it to be perfect final puzzle piece to give me track, dual wield, mana, triple attack, buffs when I don't quite want a warrior. I actually think Ranger is good. Hot take. I know a lot of people are going to have some strong feelings about this. So, first of all, they have strike through, which means you're getting riposted, you're getting dodged, you're getting blocked a lot less. They also have these attack buffs, which means you're hitting more accurately and you're doing more damage with your attacks. Those two are both really good. They also have some of the highest attack bonus spells in the game. So, like the Predator line, for instance, Nature's Precision, Call of Earth, Call of Sky, those things. They're actually very good. Rangers are not reviewing the best class ever. I don't know if I would call this the best class ever. Oh my god, it respawned. It was dead, so... Oh my god. I hate everything. Let me get my pet back up. I don't know if this is the best class ever. It might be the best class in the dumpster. Don't forget FD. Rangers get the best one. God damn it. Do their attack buffs stack with everything? Yes, they do. Yeah. I mean, not everything. I think there's a couple of things that don't stack, but most things they stack with. I mean, I don't think there is anything in the game that stacks with everything, but I think for the most part, they're pretty good. Other melee rely on things like Striker Stance, but range attack doesn't turn off. Oh my god. I hate Striker Stance. I think Striker Stance is the biggest trap. Alright, here we go. Come here, nerd. You have to jump through a few hoops to get Force of Nature to stack with Wolf Form. Oh, Wolf Form. Interesting. I hope they fix the bats in Soul B before lunch. One particular set loves to go under the floor where you can't even hit them and they can hit you. Yes, there's a similar problem with that in Lower Guk. And when I brought that up as a bug, they said there's nothing they can do to fix it. It's a problem on live and it's never been able to be fixed. And I'm like, man, I don't remember that being a thing, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I played live. You have to jump through you. Ranger has been good to me. I can do basically anything. Ranger, Shaman, Enchanter across multiple hours of Sky instances, including debuffing and healing, and CCing DPS was 400, which is not bad at all. No, 400 is actually pretty decent. Someone always had to buy coffins. Son of a bitch. Okay, so if you made a Ranger, what other classes fit best? It depends on what you want to get out of it. If you want to melee with it, then that's one thing. Ooh, nice with that gloves. If you wanna melee with it, that's one thing. If you want to ranged with it, that's another thing. And then you have to ask yourself, like, do you want a pet to tank? Do you like what's your overall goal, or how do you want to like play style it? I personally think that Shaman goes really well with Ranger. Obviously Shaman goes really well with everything, but a lot of the Shaman spell lines actually stack really well with it. But also Shamans come with all the toys and trickery that you can add onto the Ranger to make the Ranger just hit that much harder, hit that much more accurate, proc even more stupid stuff. They've got good heals. They've got a lot of methods, including their pet, which go really well. It's one of the reasons that I'm actually one of the builds that I was contemplating was a Shaman Ranger Necro. Because you can run the dots, you can run the pet that's going to cast slow, you can shoot your arrow the whole time. It's actually it's kind of intuitive. Rogue Shadow Knight Shaman, yeah. What offhand are you using? Rogue Shadow Knight Shaman, what offhand are you using? So the only offhand you have optional are going to be rogue items. So I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I'd have to look. Is the Bixie Stinger? Is the Bixie Stinger offhand? Howard Druids, I'm considering Rogue, Pal, SK, Druid. Druids are actually pretty good. Druids have one of the best passive AAs in the game, and it's good they have that because they don't have any other AAs. They have the Unbound nature, and that gives you a chance to crit with any spell that you cast, except for buffs, obviously. If you cast a dot, it gives it chance to crit with the dot. If you cast a nuke, it gives you a chance to crit with a nuke. If you cast a heal, it gives you a chance to crit heal. It's pretty good. Legends out, not yet. It's in the pre-order beta phase right now. It launches on the 28th. But yeah, Ranger Shaman X is my plan for re-leveling classes one at a time with strong, consistent base. Oh my god. So they've turned that into punishment. I don't think I could bear to play this game only leveling one class at a time. I know it used to be the way that you would want to AA, but I genuinely do not think that I have it in me to level every class one at a time. They're going to have to tune offense stance. I'm doing Ranger, Rogue, Necro, and I go out of Endurance in a couple fights. You say that, but that's exactly what they want. That's because everything is tuned to be percentage-based. So the more powerful your character gets, the more Endurance you burn. That is the way it's tuned right now. You don't want to spend 100 hours more in Befallen? Oh, no. Leveling one class at a time, I think, might be the best way to farm tier 5 moats. You want to know a secret? There's another way you can farm tier 5 moats. Check this out. Look at this. See all these three tier 4s? You just upgrade them. You just upgrade them. Endurian, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, didn't they patch so AAXP normalizes so leveling one at a time doesn't matter? Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. But to be fair, you do get other bonuses as a result. Because you are still going to be gaining like your actual like speed of killing and everything is going to be faster because things are lower level, and you're going to be able to get like moats and things like that while leveling up. Would you stop attacking him, please, sir? Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop attacking my goddamn warder. In D4, yeah. Ranger is like Monk for how well it mixes with tanks and other melee. Monk is a little stronger for pure combat, and range is better for having tracking archery, which is OP at low levels, and more mana. You think archery is OP at low levels? Are you talking about like when you level up again and you have the AAs and stuff? Okay. All right. Yeah. It's important to make those notifications, though, Slayer, because like people are going to read what you're saying and people are going to be like, ah, this is what was said in that chat. People are saying this, and they'll take it to the bank, and it causes wars and discords in places. So it's important to like make sure that that's being said. Do Rangers have the bow AA? They do have a bow AA. It's called Weapon Master of the Scout. Can only send so many? Yeah. Yup. What's going on, Call? How are you? How are you liking Ranger? What do you feel it adds to the combo? Man, this is great. Everybody asking about Rangers. It adds attack. It adds strike through. It also has a lot of really good buffs and things. It gives you some of the better attack buffs as you level out. It also gives you triple attack, dual wield. It gives you access to some really, really fun items later on, too. I don't know if those items are going to make it into the game, but if they're epics or anything like their epics, it's a slow and a haste. If it's something different, a lot of the items that they get access to in Kunark and whatnot are invaluable because they have such crazy, crazy high damage procs. We'll see what happens with it, but they also do have quick nukes. Although I don't necessarily know is that you need the quick nukes per se. And I say that because you get access to the inversion stance, which is really good. Endgame gear and you're re-leveling archery over melee. Yeah. I mean, Ranger with endgame gear is a really good archer. Like archery is very good, provided you have the endgame gear. What's going on, Orc Boy? Orc Boy, what's going on, baby? How are you doing, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? If you don't follow that Big Daddy Orky, oh, hey, Orky, baby, am I see? Doth mine eyes deceive me? Is that a check mark next to your name? Do you have a check mark next to your name? Are you the biggest and the baddest one? Are you the greenest and the meanest? You have blossomed into a real orc. Man, that is the sexiest fungus I've ever seen. That's all I'm saying. If you mean you want to say auto merge now instead of auto sending to storage, then use advanced loot command and search for item and make that change. Yeah. Yep. I've played Ranger, Shaman, Enchanter as a main combo, and it's good for all content. I think Monk, Warrior, Paladin, and Shadow Knight would also do well in that combo. Yeah. Yeah. I like I said, I was saying earlier, somebody told me that Shadow Knights are the worst class in the game. I was like, no. No. I was like, are you aware they can do this, this, and this? And he's like, trust me, bro. Trust me. I've leveled to level 50 3 times. And I'm just like, okay. All right. I'll trust you. Ignore. My pet cook, SK, is pretty strong. Dude, SK in general is really strong. It is by far not the worst class. By far. I would say, honestly, Beast Lord is the worst class right now. Comparatively speaking. Soul Abrasion is amazing. There's currently a hot topic about group experience feels special, especially in a duo. What are your thoughts on the current situation? Oh my god. Madison, are you trying to bait me? Is this a bait? I feel like I'm being baited. I am one of the like main people who have brought a lot of attention towards the XP feels like, and then I have tested XP to rigorous levels on many tiers, and what I can tell you is it's all in your head. It's all made up. There's nothing wrong with XP, or so I've been told. That's a joke, tongue in cheek. No, there is definitely something wrong with XP. Soul Abrasion is amazing, yeah. Is it all important to have different gear types? Plate, chain, leather? Nah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. There's a few niche situations where having like an incaster or a priest in your build will make a difference because it'll give you access to some things that you otherwise wouldn't have as far as like focus items and stuff. But outside of that, it really doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't matter at all. My Shadow Knight Monk Enchanter actually has been decent. I can't imagine it with Kunark gear. Yeah, I'm really curious what they're going to do when that stuff comes around, but again, I'm also trying really hard not to plan for the future because I have no idea what it's going to look like once we get there. Are you going to swing someday there, guy? Does the spell crit A Druid A disable if you swap Druid on your build? Yes. If you swap to any class that doesn't have these AAs, then it disables those AAs. Nothing is carried over between classes. No, I play with my husband, and it's shit. Yeah, it's shit. It's true. It's absolute shit. Grouping all around feels pretty bad right now, which is unfortunate. Do we want to use a two-hander for a little bit, just for giggles? Ooh, it's a .421 too. We'll use that. We'll use that for a minute. Look, they gave it a Velius graphic. Yay, Velius graphics. Don't say that about EXP in Discord. Mods will get you for misinformation. Oh, Jesus Christ. True of all class specific bonuses. You must be a class. Yeah, yep. I hope they make Kunar. Actually, funny enough though, and I don't know if this is going to get changed, but if you play a character that has like, let's call it safe falling, for instance, and then you switch off into another class that doesn't have safe falling, you still have safe falling, which is really weird. So pro tip, maybe I should put this in my video actually. Skills and skill swapping. Although this will likely get it fixed, but skill swapping. When you first make your character, when it goes live, okay? If they haven't fixed this, switch your secondary to every other class. Just take your secondary and go. It doesn't work for track. But if your character doesn't have track, it doesn't give you that bonus. But if you do have track, and like let's say your class combo was Ranger before you played Druid, it will max your Druid's track out. Like whatever the Druid cap is, it'll cap it to that. What about double, triple attack? It doesn't go, I don't believe it goes backwards anymore. It did for a little bit. I would need to test that again. Druid attack, cap it, 125. Yeah, there you go. I have seen it do this with safe falling. I've seen it do this with block, for instance, like having a monk with block. I've seen the block number go up. There's a couple other weird little interactions as well, but I suspect that those are going to get fixed. I wouldn't plan on those being like active mechanisms for very long, much in the same way that like Shadow Knights being able to reave their way up to Canny 5 work, like running the cooldown off from Canny 5. I don't expect that to stay in the game either. I can see it now. Currents Tower revamp. Ixar Berserker Club of Legends. 27 damage, 5 delay. It's the twig of Berserker Club. Sorry to bother you. Got a question. If I were to go Berserker Cleric Rogue, would that be a fine build for D2? Oh yeah, for D2 it would be, you can run pretty much everything. It's just a matter of gear for D2. Once you start getting into like D3 and D4, it starts getting really crazy. And they definitely, they did upgrade some of the bosses. So, you know, when you're facing a guy who's like got Rogue or Monk, those are going to be particularly more difficult now. I don't know why I'm just killing these like 4 mobs. I should be pushing down. What else do I need? What I'm 16. I don't really need all that much. I will need to get my 2-hand slash up now though. We're gonna use a 2-hander. I can see now current tower. That was pretty similar to the combo a few people in my guild were swearing by. They've been playing Shadow Knight Wizard Enchanter, blasting the max arcane mastery invocation. Does that work for track? We went over that. I want to know how I always end up getting trolled into specialized abjuration in both betas after switching my loadout the first time. Yeah. I think that they could do something that would certainly make the specialized stuff feel a little bit better. Like the mechanism as a whole is a little weird. Thought of that. I have to try it. ×3 has to be strong. I wonder if it's enough to sustain D4 solo, potentially. Shad taps get pretty good when ranked up. Wiz nukes, especially Reigns, are super good with Arcane Mastery. And Enchanter gives slow, big mana recovery, and pet heals. Yeah, seems really good. I think I noticed something similar with Ultravision. I noticed it in my abilities, but not sure where it came from. Maybe swapping race to DE at some point? I don't know. Possible. I will say you guys have re-inspired me to test things out. I was kind of like just taking it easy in the beta, and you guys actually made me like, last night I was like, oh, I want to do this. I really want to, like, I'm excited to test this thing. So I will give you guys some mad props for that. Definitely rebuilt some feelings in me. Here, get slowed, okay, jerk. Stop killing my pet. This is a problem. He's not even taunting. You see this? He's not even taunting. His proc is so good that he's just pulling aggro constantly, and that sucks. Nice. What is a sword now? 0.47. You can negate all vision, handicaps, and options. Yeah. Seems really good. I think I noticed something. Mana recovery might be more of a problem than healing, honestly. If most of your damage coming from spending mana, could be really rough versus high hit point bosses. Oh my god, yes. That's why I'm favoring ×2 int plus Canny Sham. Ooh, nice. Ultravision is an actual option in options. Yeah, you can negate all visions. That's because Beast Pet is OP. Yeah, sure. He's taunting you. You so angry. Good pet weapon. Yeah, test away. Personally, I only have 2 more things to test: soloing group version of D4 bosses and an archery test run to see if the new Crushbone bow plus fletching is enough to make it good leveling. It's a slower bow than the one out of Blackborough, and it's like, it's okay. It's definitely not like terrible. +3, it's at 0.3. I have to look at what it levels up to, because you could probably get it to +5 pretty easily. And then, yeah, it's not terrible. My old man eyes needed that. Yeah, no doubt. All right, we are getting really close to being able to go down into the basement. I think that's what I'm going to do here in a second, because these are starting to get very close. We get level 17. What level is the fist fire, the fire fist guy? He's like roughly level 20, right? Somewhere in there. The little fire elemental in Najina. 25 wizard. Oh, God. Ugh, never mind. We'll wait a little longer. Man. Jesus Christ. That's smart, though. That fist weapon off him is really good. Like, really good. So good, guys. So good. Yeah, tried him at 15. He whacks my ass. Yeah, I mean, any caster is just going to be oppressive as hell at that, like, when it's that far ahead of you. Yeah, I completely dismissed the idea of doing archery while leveling the first time, but my experience with max gear leads me to wonder if it might be worth... Oh, it's not. It's not. I've tested archery quite a bit at lower levels, and then pushing it further. The problem is range stance really, like, screws you out in a big way. You don't get to use any of the other stances. And while ranged is very good, like, you can do high damage, the ratios aren't there, and the stats aren't there to support it to do, like, big dog damage. And that's where it kind of suffers. And it most of the bows, especially like if you look at this one, for instance, like this is a 55 delay bow, so it's pretty slow. With 18 base damage. So you could theoretically, right? You could theoretically get the AAs and do as much as this. So this is 369. So 369 is 18. So that's 18 AA just to get this one thing that makes your bow better. Which is good, but it's not like, ooh, so good. It could get better. Yeah, I tried them at 15. Yeah. Sending these phosphorus powders to Trade Skill Depot feels weird, but I think they are needed for... Is it phosphorus powders or is it crystallized powders? Because the phosphorus powders are the ones that are for... phosphorus powders are for research, right? We could get an arrow and we could test it. I mean, fuck it, right? I would need a lot more AAs though. That's part of the problem. Is the AA, like them slowing the AA stuff down. You could always buy an AA potion. But them slowing down the AA XP was definitely not on my bingo card. And unfortunately, it definitely makes it feel quite a bit poopier to get the AAs needed for early game systems and fun. Oh, they drop like crazy. I thought it was the one from Duck. They drop like crazy here. Yeah, no. That's so phosphorus is normally dropped in Gook like crazy. And maybe that is the one. Somebody said earlier that they thought it was crystallized, not phosphorus. So I don't know. Everyone should have frontal stun immunity. You know, that used to be a thing on this one server where people used to play. It was a private server. You probably haven't heard of it though. But yeah, frontal stun immunity was on every single race. Didn't matter. Everybody just had it naturally. I agree, man. Everyone should have it. Damn, that sounds like a really fun server. Where can I play it? You can't. It's gone. Oh man, those were the days. Yep, true. We're not doing too bad. Slash for 62, slash for 76. This isn't terrible. It's just kind of slow. It's fine. They will put a potion on the marketplace to give you frontal stun. No! Oh my god! Biggs! First of all, what's going on? How are you doing? Second, because you're not, like, locked in, if you want the Ixar racial abilities, you can literally just illusion off from Ixar and be fine. Which I actually think is really great. I really genuinely love the fact that they included that. When did they slow down AAXP and why? What's going on, Frank? It was like a patch or two ago. I guess it was like 2 patches ago now. And I cannot speak to why, because according to the powers that be, they actually haven't touched XP at all, ever. Well, that's not true. They said that they touched XP from pre-order beta, from closed beta to pre-order beta. And that's the only time they've admitted to touching the XP. They should... Wait, so if you illusion away from Ogre... No, you don't. You used to. And if this was live, and you were like, oh my god, I don't want to be an Ogre, I want to be a Dark Elf. If you illusion to a Dark Elf, you would lose frontal stun immunity and your ability to slam. However, on this server, you maintain frontal stun immunity and you maintain your ability to slam. Which is freaking awesome. Last patch they said they adjusted group. Yes, they fixed it. They fixed group XP. Fair. They def nerfed Dungeon XP. Yeah. They didn't nerf it. They normalized it. And don't, for the love of Jesus, don't say the word nerf. Dakota Lewin subscribed with tier 1. Hey there, Dakota. Thank you so much. What if you race change in a loadout? Yes, if you race change, that's you lose the race benefit because you're not that race anymore. But if you illusion, you know, only put it in caps for them. Like Sunset Sarsaparilla caps. Still beta, the word adjusted applies. Wait, still beta, the word adjusted applies. Still beta, the word adjusted apply. Yep. I guess that's fair. However, I cannot get into the detail that I would need to have this conversation without getting myself into trouble. So, it wasn't nerf, it was adjusted, yeah. Sorry they made the XP not as good as it was before, yeah. Greets, sorry if already covered this. With motes being able to go into spells, does using them for pet spells help level them up? So, pet spells are a very unique situation with spells in general. And, basically, here's how that works, okay? So we currently have a pet right here, all right? I'm going to do this live. We're going to mess with our pet live. Okay, so if I go in here and I have my pet is level 15, and when I cast my pet spell, it is level 15, right? So when I put that spell on here, we're going to put the spell up here, there it is. And we'll take Spirit of Wolf off. Yeah, we don't really need that. And we'll put my little pet buff here. Okay. And so right now my pet is level 15. If I wanted to level this pet spell up, I could do so by throwing a mote into it. We'll just go over here and we'll go over to storage. And I really freaking hate this new system. All right. So I'm going to put this in here, and this would normally level him up. I say the word normally because now he is level 1. So the spell is level 1. We're going to tell him to leave. And theoretically, you would expect him to level up one more level. He does not. So, if he is of your level -1, he receives no benefit whatsoever from you leveling the spell up. There is actually some... Let me go in here. There is some range where the attack actually does increase. So, it's not... He doesn't gain nothing at all. But I will... Hold on. We will... So, you can see... Pet level AC attack, right? 6998, right? So we can go over here. We can withdraw another one. We can put it into the thing here. Upgrade. Crap, that was my last one of those. Whatever. I don't even care. These are 2. Withdraw. Oop. All right, so we'll put that in there. Okay, now it's a 2 spell. Okay, 2 spell. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dismiss him. Leave. And we're gonna summon a new pet. And look, we just leveled at 2 levels, and he didn't do anything. But if you look, actually, if you look, his attack didn't do anything. Sometimes when you level them up, the attack goes up by a pinch. It's really not that much. I would actually argue that it's not worth putting a mode into it. However, now we'll show you where it does make a difference, okay? So if we go back and we use a lower level pet, which, like, let's say that we've out-leveled or outranged the level of that pet, okay? So when I normally summon this pet, it's going to be level 9. I'm going to cast it just so you can see it, and then we'll go through this. They actually, like, it's really weird. They don't actually gain it every time. They gain it, like, occasionally, and I think it's based on probably a percentage base, and it's goofy. But they don't actually gain any levels or anything like that. So, okay, so you can see this guy. He's level 9. You can see the little level 9 right there. Okay, so we're going to tell him to leave, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some augs or motes into this, and we're going to level it up a couple times. Okay, so now I'm going to go like this, and this is going to level him up to tier 1, and then we're going to level him up one more time. We'll go to tier 2. Okay, so we just made him tier 2. Now I'm going to summon again, and now you see he's dark blue. And this will persist to the point where your pet will maintain your level -1, and it will not boost it above your level -1. But if the pet is lower than your level -1, then it will continuously level your pet up until it hits that your level -1. Does that make sense? Chanters can charm mobs 10 levels above them, but God forbid if your summon pet is higher level than your character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, like, what the thought process behind, like, why it is that way, but that's the system that they've decided it. I personally am not a super big fan of that because I feel like it punishes you for leveling pets and then, like, re-leveling your character. Like, it punishes you because I just got a level, right? And now if I want to, I can boost this guy up. I can keep pumping motes into this pet. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to summon the other pet, right? But, like, you effectively dump a ton of motes into your lower level pet spells to make them relevant. However, those lower level pet spells aren't really all that relevant throughout the entirety of the time that you're using them because they start a level above you. So they're a level above you, you level up some, and then eventually, like, those levels that you bought for the pet actually end up kicking in. And it just feels like you're wasting resources that way. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's the intention. I don't know. It's tough to say. We get it. What level do bards get dual wield? Everybody gets dual wield at level 1. Well, everybody that would get dual wield. Oh my god. What is happening? Why are we getting so many things? Just hold on. Nope. Target that guy. Yeah, Golinar, you can eat my entire butthole. We're killing this Thurgist before he kills my pet, because I just summoned that pet. He's fresh. He's fresh meat. Unless you use the class to level up another class. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So that is... Lumpy, that's my point, is that it feels worse when you do that, because you don't gain the benefit of that spell level until you meet, like, you have to basically get 2 to 3 levels, and depending on the pet class you're playing, you're gonna get another pet that's gonna be higher level than you. So it's like, it's negligible. Now, granted, you know, you don't have to put levels into it, but it just feels like they got kind of gypped a little bit. It feels like now you all of a sudden have to pay a caster tax in order to level up. And that doesn't feel great. Caster pets on topic. This server screams emu dictator rules as opposed to let's create something for everybody. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to speculate on that. They haven't really come out and said. They've definitely had some practices where, you know, you're like, that doesn't seem very, like, fun for everybody, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, we can take that pet off the bar. We can put a pet heal on the bar, and then we can heal this pet up because he's a jerk. So the motes would help a lot for that last... Yes, exactly. So if you get to, like, level 50 and then you put your motes into that last pet, it's going to be really good, and it typically will push it all the way up. The only thing that, as a result of that they kind of broke was now focus items don't really do anything, and that feels kind of bad to me. I don't know. Like, I am a little bit of a... I'm not a little bit. I'm a lot of a purist for EverQuest. And, like, I do think it's weird that you're, like, negating portions of the game that people enjoy and really, like, their mechanics, and their mechanics that have been thought out and implemented and used for many years. Why take those mechanics out of the game in favor of new mechanics that you then have to, like, balance and figure out how you're going to get them to work, right? That's just my my opinion. What ring is that? That is the Platinum Ring, which is a it's a ring for the Palvo Pala quest, and that character its stances. Shifting. How fast will Ascension WoW be knocked out? Who knows? I don't know. That's a sad story. That's a sad set of affairs, my friend. The class shouldn't be the pet. Thad Mage sound. The AC on boots not affecting kicks anymore is such a weird change. I'm not like super surprised, especially with some of the stuff that they've done with itemization, but what are we gonna do, you know? Group play build. I'm thinking that Monk, Berserker, Ranger might be the highest possible DPS in the game. Monk, Berserker, Ranger. Okay. I think you're close. I think you take the Monk off and you put Rogue in. Yeah. I think you put Rogue in. Rogan. Rogue in? Rogan. Giggity. Rogue is insanely powerful alongside Berserker because you get the quicker backstabs, and you can actually get your backstab up to, like, absolutely insano rates. Like, absolutely insano rates. You know, there's some people in Striker stance, there's some people, you know, backstabbing for, like, 3,500 damage, roughly. Yeah, poisons are also really good. What's going on, Romeos and C-Train? Hi, Broken. I missed your THA stuff, playing it myself. Are you excited for Hollowed Oath? Oh, yeah, baby. I'm super excited for Hollowed Oath. I can't wait, actually. Gen X Soloist. What's going on, baby? How are you? Ho, yeah. Hody ho. Yeah, I'm excited for Hollowed Oath. I'm excited for a lot of the games coming out. You know, obviously, Kata and Emporia are big winners in my book, and I really am genuinely looking forward to what they put together with Hollowed Oath. And I'm also really excited to see them build something that's not like in the emulator stuff, in the emulator space. I think there's going to be a lot of room. They don't have the same constraints that they did when they were building within the emulator space. You know, the spaghetti code and all the nonsense that comes along with that. So I think it's actually going to be really fun. I think there's going to be some really cool stuff that comes along with that. For sure. Me and my brother are just twiddling our thumbs waiting for it. Yeah. I mean, did you back it, C-Train? Were you one of the backers? Because I do know that they're going to get there. Can't wait for Fox Ladies. Jesus Christ. Good Kitty. I don't think that I didn't see your post asking for fricking Wolrin. I saw it. I have to think that there's no possible way that they'll put those in either. Monk has BIS skills for offense and double attack and BIS ratio weapons. I wonder Rogue is really better or not. Could be right, but I don't know. Wolf's Lair, don't forget what you were just talking about. You were just talking about the Ranger, right? And so if he's shooting with the bow, you're not swinging those weapons and those fists. And I think the point is that you use the bow and you backstab with it. And then you use the Berserker to make the bow go brrrr, you know? I think that's how that system that he was talking about would work. But that's just off the top of my head. Saw a new PoE League next Friday. Gives me another game to play for the weekend while EQL down. Yeah, I think that might be what we play, Dakota. That might be what we play. Could be so good if there's some bow haste and procs from bow. Yeah, fly fishing, no joke. Actually... All right, hear me out. Hear me out here. I think Shaman might increase it more. All right? I think Shaman might increase it more. And here's why. Puma's bullshit. Puma's absolute bullshit. Puma is layers of bullshit that you cannot, like, it's like immeasurable. Oh my god, there's so... What? How did we get all of these? Did he spawn, like, right at the right time? Well, rip. Puma is insanity. Beast Pet, Best Pet, Beast Pet, Garbage Pet. Live! Even these amazing beast heals aren't keeping him... Oh, there he goes, he's dead. Evasion. Evasion stance. Cool. Okay. I don't think... Man, I don't think the Icebone is probably the best one to attack, but whatever. Scott Hewitt. What's going on? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. You won't get bow unless in range stance. Well, you can get bow if you're grouped with other people. And you can get bow if you, if you stand at a distance, right? Can't backstab and shoot arrows, though, with Zerger stance. That's true. That's absolutely true. The build that I got 750 DPS with on D4, that was a that was in a group. The like soloing with it, I was roughly like 650-ish, typically. It doesn't have like crazy survivability, and of course they nerfed part of what made that build crazy survivable at one point. Oh no, no! Balance stance. Oh, okay, yep. We don't use that word. Oh, we use it. We use it so good. Come on, live. I just need to spam this light healing. It's very good. Light healing is the best. I can't believe I'm a shaman. Light healing. Light healing. Solve. Solve. Not looking good. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything looks fine. Everything will be fine. There's nothing wrong going on here at all. What could possibly be logic? What's going on, man? How are you doing? Kill the elf. Kill the elf. Live. Live. This is all two-hander, guys. It's not the two-hander. Pal Enchanter Monk is the build. Pal Enchanter Monk. I mean, Enchanter is ridiculously good. I don't know if it's the build, but it is definitely a very good build. He always gets Ranger FD if all else fails. I have Beast Lord FD in like 40 levels. 50 levels? 70. Oh, yes. Yes, it's level 70. And it has like a 40% chance to fail. Enchanter's so good, I can't leave it out. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to balance, like, the AAs, because Enchanter really needs to get some AAs to feel like... I don't know. I don't like that they're, like, there's classes right now that just feel like they're an afterthought, and Enchanter is one of those classes. I don't know what they're going to give them to, like, give them some character without completely pushing them out of balance. I have no idea, like, what they're going to do, but it feels bad that they don't have something. Also, I have no idea how the hell I'm still alive right now. We are gradually killing everything. We are the champions, my friend. They already have the most OP spell in the game, AoE Mez. AoE Mez is really good, but their charm is definitely the busted part. That is the broken. My highest solo boss was 550 DPS on solo Nagi, including needing to buff slow heal. My gear is a bit better this week. I'll keeping track. We'll see how it goes. Hell yeah. Are you using EQ log parser or are you using sloths? All right, we're going to switch to recovery. We're going to switch back to evasive stance because we have full oh crap. Come on, kill him. Oh my god, two-hander swing so slow. Kill him. There we go. All right. We're doing good. We're doing so good. Oh my god, it's so slow. It's so slow. It's so slow. Really, Enchanter confirmed now? Yes, EQ log parser. Right on. Upgrade spells plus 10. Take care of that. They have a permanent illusion AA. You're wrong, buddy. They don't have it. Everybody has it. Sorry. Sorry to PP on your extra bondage. Also, hi, extra bondage. How are you doing? Everybody has the extended illusion. So shamans, druids, beast lords, and enchanters all need some type of, like, AA look at. I have no idea how I lived here, guys. I have no idea. This is crazy. Don't tell secrets. OP. Apparently, it's been a secret to everyone. Shaman, Ranger, Beast Lord has been the best class in the game all along. Oh my god. Inversion. There we go. And he's slowed. And he's poisoned. Okay, and he resists poison. Alright, fine. We'll set him on fire. There we go. Someone mentioned WoW Ascension earlier. Is it any good? It's super good. WoW Ascension is really, really good. However, they're about to go the way of the dodo. I do not recommend it. And here's why. Because if you actually go over there and you actually have a lot of fun, you're going to be really sad when it gets shut down. Because it is going to get shut down one way or the other. I mean that in the nicest of ways. I mean that as someone who played a server like that got shut down. Those feel bads that come along with that. Yeah, they got sued. They got sued and Blizzard is coming in hot. They are trying to fight back, but it's one of those situations where it's like, ugh. By the way, Bard mana tapping the boss in Hate made them cake mode too. Oh, nice. That is really good. Yeah, mana tap is a really strong spell. All right, awesome. We did it, guys. We lived. We lived to fight another day. People are sleeping on Ranger's attack bonus AA and strike through. I agree. X8 Genius, I agree. I agree, and I agree. People are absolutely sleeping on Ranger. I said Ranger and Beast go together well for quite a while. Nope. Here's the problem. Beast Lord doesn't go with anything well. I'm being a little crazy there, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, Beast Lord feel like poo poo. I need to give that pet a treat. He saved your ass? What are you talking about? I just had to resummon the little jerk. Guys, this guy's terrible. Who brought this guy around here? I need to know immediately. They're fired. Did you see Secrets is going to do EQL live stream tomorrow? Curious to see their temperature on the state of things right now. I reserve the... I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. How's that? Does that work? Am I allowed to do that? Can I do that here? Can I plead the fifth? Ascension is dope. Play it before it's dead. The make your class thing is amazing. Yeah, it is. It is amazing. So purely playing hypothetical mode, would Enchanter Shaman something with just the right charmed pet fully buffed with shaman buffs be the highest DPS? Ducat Lewin, I think that on paper, probably. That being said, I think that there might be some room for some other options. However, we would have to test that out to really know the difference. They're making some plays that may make Bard have one of the highest DPS abilities in the game. I don't know if it's going to stay that way. I don't know if it's going to continue to be that situation, but as it stands, if they keep buffing certain things in the game, I foresee Denon's going to bullshit tier and absolutely destroying things in massive groups. Denon's is already here, but they keep buffing things that buff Denon's, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh you can upgrade spells now. Good, yeah, no, that's good, that's good. Oh, there's more. Oh, Bard spells are affected by stances. Okay, yeah. No, what could go wrong? Nothing. Absolutely nothing could go wrong. I'm sure everything will be fine. I don't think any of the charm pet is doing 400 DPS by itself. Well, no, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, Slayer. Is that if you do the charm pet and you give it all of the shaman buffs, then it's going to be crushing. I know when we were testing it out, they were doing roughly I think they were doing 300 to 400 DPS actually. And that was with a Bard, and I don't know if we actually gave it other... That was just with a Bard charm in the Bard songs, actually. I don't think it actually had any buffs beyond that. There's another SOD. That was way fun. I'm still unsure if I'm going to play EQL. I think I'd have way more fun playing WoW SOD run again. I've never heard of Ascension, though. Yeah, I mean, Ascension is a private server. Season of Discovery is its own thing. I didn't actually really enjoy Season of Discovery. Oh my god, this sword swings so goddamn slow. Actually, wait a minute. Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Don't answer that, chat. The answer is, no, sir, you're not dumb. You knew all along what you were doing. Season of Dads. Let's take a poll. No. What poll? The pole that you're dancing on? Yes. They're talking about Shaman Sky Spear having 23 backstab. Wonder what the oh my god. Wait. They are talking about the Shaman Sky Spear. Fellowship of the King Media. First of all, what's going on? Second of all, is that a church reference? Second of all, third of all, who's they? Poll time. Dumb or not dumb? Oh, damn it. All right. Guys, I guess we have to do a poll. We have to do a poll to determine whether or not streamer dumb or not dumb. Okay? Streamer dumb. Yes. No. Probably. Likely. Undeniably. All sources say yes. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, guys, there you go. There's your poll. Enjoy. Enjoy your poll, guys. Enjoy your poll. Have fun with it. Okay. Let's see here. The Shaman Sky Spear does not have the backstab damage stat, so it's not broken for rogue backstab damage, really. YouTube poll? That's a great question. Can I do a YouTube poll? Hold on. I don't know if I can do that with this. Let me check. Oh, crap. Hold on. Uno, memento, pour some more. Can't do it there. Chat commands, can we do it here? Bingo, grid, chat suggestions, clear stream, chatter list, prediction. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe. Maybe. Streamer dumb. Yes. Of course. Absolutely. Undeniably. Okay, I have no idea where this is going to pop up on my screen. So I'm gonna select this. Wait, this might just pop up on Twitch again because this is another app that I use. I actually have never used this app before for polling, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Nope, doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all. I'll have to go back and figure that one out. What do you think the highest DPS Ranger build for solo is currently? I think Ranger. I think Rogue is really good. Honestly, I put a lot of faith in Rogue, but I think that there's way too many ways to make backstab really good, and the poison's really good. They already have like some really good weapons, access to some really good weapons. Ranger is going to make it so they land their hits a lot more, which I think is the core problem that Rogue suffers from. When you're fighting like gods and dragons and things like that, unfortunately you run into these problems where like you're fighting a level 60 mob and you're level 50, and so you're missing a lot just in general, right? And so having that there, having the strike through there as well is like really, really clutch, right? So I do think that there's some benefits there that that are pretty substantial. Pet, do not. You're gonna die. I hate you so much. This freaking pet is like just. I hate you so much. Why are you so terrible? Yep, hate him. I'll stop letting him die. Well, I don't want to spend my entire life casting heals on a pet that does, like, so little DPS. What's your warder's name? FF. Goner. Go Nanner. Trash can. Man, you guys, let's see, what do we got here? We got street. Man, there's a lot of you guys are crazy voting over here. These are crazy voting options. I wish you could give perma name to pets. You'll be able to eventually. They did say that you'll be able to buy pet, or you'll be able to set up. God damn it, Kitty. Yes, that's his name. Imagine tinkering with classes so much in Crushbone you can't start using Kelethan. Oh yeah. No. Yeah, I did that as my Ixar. That's how you live life. For Iridium, they have it in the shop in normal EQ. Have to port it to EQL, I guess. Well, I mean, there's no porting because EQL is built in the engine that is live. It's TLP engine, really. But oh my god, this sword! I just want it to like swing like. Can we get this sword to swing like 10? Like, I just want it to swing faster. That's all I want. Oh look, my pet died again. Yay! Shield of fire. Pet. Bring up the pet. Only 500. I mean, like, not for nothing, it's probably gonna be like 500. It might be 1000, or it might be like 1,000? It might be 1,000. Like 10 bucks. That's what if I had to guess, I would say it's between 5 and 10 bucks. Nope, 1,000. Alright, heard. Is it 19, 20 million 347 62? Is it 1,000? Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. But you can only buy them in increments of 1,100 or yeah. No. You can only buy them in increments of 1,100. Goddamn pet, you son of a. All right, first of all, attack this one, you little bastard. Second of all, land this goddamn disease. Oh, did you see that? He landed his proc, so now he's being attacked by 2. I hate everything. Stop killing my pet. You can buy it in increments of 1270. Don't forget, the more you spend, the more, yeah. Oh, man. Yep. Maybe we just need to, like... We just need to use the dual wielding, and we need to spell... We need a spell blade. Ah, oh, god damn it. In my duo with my partner, I'm playing more tanky, fake DPS. How much DPS increase do you think Bard brings compared to adding, like, a monk, burr, rogue, pal tank to start? I mean, a lot of DPS. Berserker's stance is really good. It just doesn't do well in the, like, it tapers out in the end game and outside of, like, very specific builds. Rogue is pretty much good all around. Rogue will do damage as long as you're in melee. What was the other one? My duo partner DPS. How much increase? A monk was the other one. Monk offers feign death and mend, which is really good. Pet down again. I know it's like every. Can I use Iridium to just have my pet not suck? Is that an option? Bard gets haste, over haste. Do bards get over haste yet? What song do they get that's over haste already? Yes, but it's 1,000 per level. Ooh, okay. I'll spend it. Let's go. Nope, just pets with over haste. It's like 5%. Is it? I don't think they get over haste yet, guys. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god. Alright, we're doing this again. We're doing it live. Come on. Everybody attack me. Yeah, the final 50 song? Can somebody remind me what the final 50? They get Herbage for like 5%. Oh, max haste. It's not over haste, just stacking haste. I was going to say, I don't think they actually get over haste yet. But that's just me. Says it over hastes? Yeah, I don't think they actually have over haste though, right? I hate this pet. If you look over the songs, you can see it. Okay. playing on EverQuest Legends, tip number 1. When you look at a tooltip, pretend like there's no tooltip, because 90% of them are wrong. They added a spell for EQL. The first Overhaste song is a war song of Vashir, which is Luclin. The tooltip is a cake, yes. It is. The tooltips are like... unfortunately, and this isn't on you, it's just... It is what it is. They went through and they edited a bunch of spells, and unfortunately, those spells that they edited, they never actually, like, did anything with them. Like, they never went back and, like, adjusted them. And a lot of them actually don't even report the right data. Like, it'll say heals for or damages for, and a lot of those will be wrong as well. And it's because they didn't account for the, like, leveling bonus and, like, the leveling up of the spell. You know pets are fine. You have seen how much the dev streams playing pet classes. I feel like I'm being duped here. I've seen a lot of paladins and monks. Are Beast Warders still Berserker? They changed it to Beast Lord. Beast Lord pets are now Beast Lords. Not very good ones. Actually, maybe they're great Beast Lords. They're roughly on par with the class. Not good. Let's see. The results are in. Streamer is dumb. It is very likely. Yep. 27.3% likely. And mage pets are good. Yep, mage pets are good. The fact that tooltips are wrong says to me the devs are vibe coding or learning. I mean, they are not vibe coding. Allegedly? They've all said that they're like they don't use AI. I don't know. It's not an AI free project, but they've said that they don't use AI. I don't know. Obviously, like unless somebody knows like from the inside, then I have no idea. Out of Mana Beast Lords? That's true. I know the problem. You just need to get some pet gear. That is probably part of it, for sure. But I've actually started putting some pet gear on him, and he's still terrible. In fact, he's got more gear than he did before, and he's still terrible. What are your thoughts on best warrior build? I want to sit defensive with a passive 300+ regen every tick using unyielding end the war AA, but still be viable to kill Sky solo. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. You could, like, if you're building your character to utilize unyielding aura to a maximum effectiveness, you're not going to arrive at a place where you're like soloing Sky entirely all by yourself. Either that or it's going to be an excruciatingly long process. Like it's going to feel like it's actually Sky and you're playing on a real server where Sky just feels terrible. The problem with trying to take maximum advantage of the of unyielding aura is that you're gonna give a lot up to get the bonus out of it, and then the bonus is actually only giving you that health every 6 seconds. So every server tick, right? So like if you watch this little bar fill up, like you're only seeing that 300 go like this. Meanwhile, Inaruk or Noble Jorn is butt touching you for 450 damage every like half second, and you're like 300 damage, yay! Just put let's see here. What are your thoughts on warrior build? Now, if you want to play a warrior and you want to be very tanky, there's some options there that exist in that space. But that's kind of where it rests, I guess. Come here. Back. All right. Okay, we'll hit him with the infectious cloud. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's freaking leveling that ghoul. Okay. They don't need to be vibe coding, bad documentation, infinite AI might be better remembering update. War monks, new CC slow and sky, you know what. Almost everything about EQ and how it is coded is old, rigged, and dense. My hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. Tooltip not updating is not surprising. I have to update it manually. I think in this case, AI might do better than them. Jesus. Warrior passive is only 1% max. Health regen per 6. You could probably get 10k health fully buffed level year, which is only 100 hit points every 6 seconds. Yeah, you could then stack like some other regens and stuff on top of it. But it wouldn't be as good as you hope it would be. Like, you're never going to be in a spot where you just regen so much that, like, Plane of Sky is just not going to matter. Like, you're going to sit in defensive, you're going to put Unyielding on, and then you're going to, like, have the worst time of your life as you kill something. Like, one mob takes you a half hour to kill. Okay, alright. I think we might be ready to start venturing down the way. Heyo, how goes it? What's going on, D's Games? How are you? EQL does not seem like a pet-friendly server. Just pick a tank, melee, DPS, healer, and face roll. I don't want to, like, play whatever the hell you want, man. Play, if something sounds appealing to you, do it up, baby. Like, play whatever your freak flag wants to play and enjoy it. Oh, that's where they're coming from. They're coming from that tunnel next door. Okay, all right. I see. You, hang on. Come on, don't kill my pet. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. I feel like I need the, what's the enchanter thing that makes it so that things, the Visage, you know what? I just let him die. Oh my god. He's so garbage. Level that mage pet's actually pretty powerful, dude. Yeah. No, mage pets are very good. Water pet is very good. You need a pet hold. I need a pet that you don't have to play through the game in order to make it good. That's what I need. I need a pet that I don't have to, like, farm everything in the game in order for it to be viable in the simplistic play style that they've created. That's what I need. Then don't attack him until all mobs are on you. You can't stop that unless you use pet hold. And it doesn't matter because he doesn't stay on the same target. He flips between the targets, and he procs, which just steals aggro. So it's kind of like a setup, but well then he's shit. Yeah, oh no, he's definitely shit. He's definitely shit. Like, listen, I definitely understand that I'm playing right now in a way that is, like, not conducive to pet play, but it also just, it kind of sucks that you can't really, like, do much with the pet. Pet hold fixes all of that, but the proccing threat, yeah. Well, and that's maybe like an enchanter, and having the Visage would be good. It's def hard to fix that proc threat, yeah. Well, and that's one of the reasons, like, them having the one AA that they have, which is, like, somewhat good. Or it's not even really somewhat good, but it's the snare, and the snare gives them even more threat. So it's like, obviously you're not going to spend a bunch of, you're not going to be spending a bunch of resources on that. Yeah, hobble. Yeah, I put my pet on G-hold and just tell him to attack every time after Mez. He always attack. Well, right. So the mechanic there is that you're using Mez, right? Because he won't attack a Mez target. We just got another one. We're dead. What third class would you pair with SK Paladin? Oh god. Probably Enchanter, because you're gonna need mana like a bastard. You're going to be mana starved entirely. Get 2 ice nukes on your spam bar. Helps hold aggro. I can't ice nuke Icebone skeletons is a problem. This is a bad example of this pack, but most of the things I'm fighting are ice bones, and I can't hit them with it. Shaman could help with that SK Paladin thing, I guess. I don't know though. Like you'd still be without like a majority of the you'd still be without a majority of the system that's there, right? The slows help save a lot of mana. Your mana pool is so small though. Like, you're really going to be struggling. Oh, never mind, you have tons of mana. Like, if you run SK and Paladin together, you're in a bit of a, like, pickle situation. What's going on, Silent Knight? How are you? Shaman's probably the best single class in the game, so sure, but Paladin burning through mana will hurt, even with Canny. Yeah, you can't, you just can't compete. Having both Wisdom and Int mean you're getting the benefit of both mana pool types. True, absolutely, don't disagree with you, but Paladin is mana hungry as fuck. Like, it's just, when you, because of the way the system works, where you're basically, like, cornered into a space where, like, Smite is a percentage of your mana each time it casts or you use it, you are screwed really fast. Once you start getting strong enough and Smite actually starts doing some things, Smite just gobbles up your mana super quick, which is why I would use the Enchanter, because the Enchanter is just giving you regen as opposed to a bigger, like, you'll get a bigger pool, but the having Smite on hand is like giving you the ability to essentially, or I'm sorry, having like clarity and things on hand is just giving you the ability to take advantage of that massive mana regen, right? Jesus Christ, X8. No, you don't necessarily gain the benefit of both Int and Wiz. You get mana from whatever your two biggest mana pools would be from among your three classes. Yeah, right. Shaman's probably the best single class. Yep. Having both Wiz and Int mean you're getting benefit. What are all the PAL uses their mana pool for, by the way? The Smites? Well, Smite is what would be eating your mana up, but your actual pool and what you would be casting would be like life taps. And yes, you would be casting heals or stuns or AoEs or debuffs. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're casting even. Smite is just very, very mana hungry. Off topic, have you seen I Will Find You? No, I don't. I'm not really big into like a lot of current era movies. I know I'm bad. Terrible. All right, this could be 3, I think. Yeah. Oh, 4. Oh, no, those are pets. All right, that's not terrible. Oh, wait, where the fuck did that ghoul come from? Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'm only level 25, but my Powell Monk Changer, I haven't seen any mana used while Smite. Oh, yeah. No, so here's where the... I think there's a lot of people that probably haven't made it to level 50 and haven't seen what Smite does to you. So Smite takes a percentage of your total mana, okay? It takes a percentage of your total mana. So the more mana you have, it's still eating through your mana ridiculously fast. And, like, it is super dumb if you run it with, like, a Berserker or something. Like, it seems like, oh my god, of course I would run it with a Berserker. This is the best idea ever. Now I'm casting Smite constantly, and I have Lay of Hands up constantly. But your mana bar will be empty always, because you will be constantly smiting. Constantly smiting. And you'll literally just watch your mana bar go like this. Why? Why are you killing my pet again? No, please let him live. He's a good boy. He never did anything wrong a day in his life. Fuck this. All right, fuck it. I'm not even casting the pet anymore. Fuck him. Okay, Broken, if you were forced to play only one primary, you could not change it. What class do you pick? I mean, probably, like, you'd probably play Enchanter or Necro or Enchanter, Necro, or Shaman, or I mean, you can play a Monk, too. Monk probably wouldn't be terrible. Sham or Pal. Ooh, I don't know if I probably wouldn't go Paladin for my only class. Shaman or Enchanter, those are auto ads. I hate Smite. Does it at least do more damage as it consumes more mana? Yes, it does do more damage as it consumes more mana. Bigger your mana pool is, the more it does. It is better in that way, but it's not about it doing damage as much as it's about, like, getting your lay on hands to go around. So do percent mechanics. They should make Wiz Harvest recover percent instead of, like, 150 mana it gives. Ooh, that true. Fair. Monk, Burr, Shaman, a thing? It should be. Monk, Burr, Shaman would be really good. You're going to take a lot of damage when you're tanking stuff, but I think you'll be fine. You might not be able to do, like, D4 stuff really easily or until you get really good gear. Maybe level some of your spells and stuff up, but I think you'll be fine. You will have, like, a reduced mana pool from only having one caster class, but you'll be alright. Pack Tactics, what's going on? Can work fine. Shaman for me, I'd go Shaman hands down. Shaman best class in game, but you might get bored relying on dot as primary damage style. A tank like Warrior might be safe since how you do damage depends on what classes you add to it. Well, no, but that's the whole thing. Like, what's the only, if you had to choose like a single class, what would it be? That's why I said that. Monk Shaman, great. Can add third, do well. I'm running Monk Shaman Wizard going swimmingly. I'm leaning towards Enchanter as first main, and it will help faction quests, etc. 2 needs sneak, also the Dark Elf start. Yeah, you could do that for sure. Running Monk Shaman Enchanter right now, and it's the cat's pajamas. Ooh. Shaman dots at 50 deal like 850 a tick and pretty decent and dang mana efficient. They do more than that. They do a lot more than that at 50. You can get your Shaman dots to do like roughly like 3,500 damage a tick, that is. Now granted, those are crits, but still. You can get it to do that much. It's pretty sexy. Warrior, Shaman, Enchanter, Cleric, then next for me, SK worst class, Shaman best class, combine equal mid. Dark Elf gets hide, not sneak. Well, I mean, like 850 as the base. Oh, yeah. Yep, fair. Let's see. Kill that one. Bro. Oh, God. Two-handers are so terrible. I just hate how slow it is. You know, if you're going to land hits, it's actually probably... You know what? Actually, I wonder if two-hander might be better on a two-hander might actually work on a ranger. We would need to test it out more. But two-hander might work on a ranger because you'd get less misses. I say that and then miss a dark blue 3 times in a row. Because you'd have all the attack buffs. I wonder if you could push the attack high enough to, like, not miss much. Alright, what do we got? Splintered. Oh, that's all of the keys. Okay. I didn't even need to kill that guy. Damn it. I hate everything. Let's see. Will I be able to carry every D4 as Shaman, Necro, Druid? Ooh, solo? Or when you say carry, you mean bring other people with you? Or do you mean solo? Oh, what's the beast pet? It is absolute trash can. So trash can, I'm not even casting it anymore. Help me. I want to play Shaman Wizard X. Can you help me give a good idea for my last class? I'm playing as a duo with my hubby, who is Paladin, Enchanter, Monk. Shaman Wiz SK is a good option. Bard would also be a really good option. Do you just take all the dot A's to get 3? You also need a BCG, the Bone Clasp Girdle. Which is a Burning Affliction 3 item. And then the Shaman itself actually has like a increased crit damage AA. Oh, fucking hell. SK tap procs will bam with the whiz. It's true. It is very good. However, oh man, I mean, Soul Abrasion and like Vampiric Embrace are pretty good. BCG is from Fear Minis. Yeah. Yep. It can drop on trash too. But yeah, I would say Bard's pretty good. I would say Sham, Wiz, X, Pal, Enchanter, Monk. Shaman, Wizard, yeah, Bard would probably be really good. Fuck, man. You're gonna be able to Puma. You're gonna be able to Puma him, which is gonna be really good. He's got all the Enchanter stuff, which is really good. You're gonna be able to nuke with your Wizard. I'm trying to think. Druid is not a terrible option. Necro is not a terrible option. Druid kind of feels bad, but it would give you more crits. You would crit more frequently with your heals. You would crit more frequently with your hots. You would crit more frequently with your dots. You would crit more frequently with your DDs. But I think that, man, I just don't. The only thing I worry a little bit about is if you're ever trying to solo anything, Bard doesn't really add a whole lot to your 2 other combos or your 2 other classes. So I'm just trying to think of like another way that you could be able to solo and feel okay about it. Heard that took about crit both damage and heal life taps. Is that true? I've heard that they took out being able to crit on both the damage and the heal. You can't crit on them separately. If it crits on the damage, then that's what you get. You don't get crit on damage and then crit on heal. That is not a thing anymore. And you do not also double dip on AAs, and you also do not double dip on focus effects. So improved healing does nothing to the life taps. As well as you, like, if you have Boon or like any of the healing AAs, those do not help you as well. You basically get all the damage stuff, but none of the healing stuff. See, this is why I need to not play Warrior Necro Shaman. Imp healing also does nothing for new Druid Shaman Hots. Right. That actually is kind of poopy as well. This is one of the reasons. I really wish they would stop creating new things and they would just modify what's already there. And then, like, go through and thoroughly... Because they keep making adjustments on things and adding new mechanisms to the game, and they don't, like... There's, like, always this butterfly effect that is just... You know, it's like they... I think they think about every mechanism in a vacuum, and they don't really think about all the other things that are involved in those things. I'm going to cast this pet again, and he's going to make me sad again. I know he is. But we're going to do it. Isn't there another new system they say that's under... Yes, there is. I know what it is, and I can't talk about it, but... Yes, there's another system that is under wraps. And if things don't change, that system's getting added as well, and I hate the idea. I hate the concept. Not because the idea is a bad idea, it's because, again, you will have rippling effects on other things, and you're going to start pushing... You're overcomplicating systems too much. And there's already, like, EQL is already, like, somehow bloated even more of a 27-year-old game. I mean that in the nicest of ways. I feel like, not to say the game is in a terrible state, but it's really not finished. Yeah, Vicious, that's a really good way of putting it. Like, it's a fun game, but there's a lot that needs to be adjusted, modified, looked at, fixed. Does Druid get better hots than Shaman? Yes, technically they do. I don't know is that it's intended to be that way, but they technically do, because the Shaman hots snare and slow you, and the Druid hots don't. So yeah, technically they are better. Reasons unknown. All right. Get this guy. No, attack this guy. What's going on, Hurricane? Had 230 hit point 6, level 41 with much investment. Warrior can get some absurd regen. Yeah, I mean, absurd regen is good, but it's like it's every 6 seconds, and any content that's really gonna matter is just gonna put the frickin' knuckles to you in that period of time. Yeah, the Druid Hots, you can get a bonus instead of having a drawback and getting thing they never even had in the first place. Yeah, Cyber, I think everyone says that, and it never pans out. Cyber. I thought their idea wasn't to nerf so much, but to bring other classes up to par instead. That was originally what they were saying. I think that, unfortunately, some things kind of, you know, went some directions, and unfortunately, like, it just didn't play out that way. Nothing I use uses intelligence. Poop. Having played Druid and Shaman... What's going on, Pyra? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, dude. I miss your face. I miss your halfling face. You know what I'm saying? Having played Druid and Shaman at 50, the Hot is the only thing Druid has going for it. What was the combo that you played? Did you not... You didn't like the bonus crit? Oh my god, pet. Don't do it, pet. I fucking hate this pet. I'm just gonna kill it. I'm so frustrated with that pet. I miss your face. I miss your laugh. I miss your smell. I miss your skin. Wait, what? Who said that? Druids were always very strong, German. Druid, SK, Monk, and Bard, Warrior, Shaman. Druid, SK, Monk. So I don't actually think that they add... I mean, Druid adds a little bit to the SK, but I don't think it really adds a whole lot to the other two classes other than you get ports. Right? But if you add, like, a dot class or a DD class where you're, like, constantly casting spells... I think that it does give you crit chance to heal. It does give you crit chance to damage. It does give you your dots crit chance. So I guess it does add a little bit to the SK, but it all depends on how you're playing the class too, I guess. Is Chloro and regen good? Depends on your definition of good. Does it help? Sure. Are you living in striker stance and backstabbing and losing all of your endurance in one attack? Probably doesn't feel as good. Mainly did it for the ports, but Shaman is so much better. Yeah. I mean, having slow and stuff is really strong. It adds like 9 hit points a tick and 9 or 10 endurance per tick. Yep. Chloroplast line sucks ass. It's overwritten by every SK. Well, that, yeah, so that is a whole nother thing. I do kind of wish that they would stop that. Like, they would do something about that. All right, cool. We've killed that. All right, pet, here. You're back alive. Congratulations. I hate you. I hate everything about you. I hate you. You're dumb and you smell bad. But he loves you so much. I really don't want to put fricking AA points into fricking, like, companion discipline. Pet affinity doesn't do anything. I mean, we could do the pet heal. Do we have a paragon? We don't even have... I forget. You literally can't buy anything as a beast lord. Fuck. The 10% bonus from pure caster class is a lot more throughput than Druid's base 5% crit. Ultimately, the crit is nice, but it isn't a huge amount of throughput until we can get more ways to improve it. But that's my point, is you stack the classes, right? So you don't just take the Druid, you take the Druid and the Wizard, or you take the Druid and the Shaman, or the Druid and the Necro. Like, you do the multiplicative stacking. See, but here's the thing. Like, look, I'm attacking this thing, and he's pulling aggro because that's who he is. That's, like, what his life is. He's just like, I do damage. I am so good. All multiplicative your stacking. Oh my god. So hot. And he switches targets too, which is really frustrating. Like, I'm gonna back. Okay. Attack this one. And then I'm gonna hit the infectious cloud over and over and over again. Okay. Nope. We're on the Shadow Knight now. Sure, pure N classes add more to Arcane Mastery, and Druid isn't as much damage as their crit passive, but Druid can heal too, and that's pretty valuable. Partly depends on what you're doing. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Ooh, we have a bone-bladed Clawmore. We don't need that. That is a rusty halberd. So they tried to make pets smart and made them stupid instead. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they did, but it hot swaps targets pretty frequently. And it doesn't even have taunt or anything on either, which just, I don't know. I have no words other than to say boo. Okay. We didn't get another heal yet, right? Duration heal. Ugh. When Ranger and Shaman have the same heals. Oh, we pulled the other guy. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit this guy with everything. We're gonna switch to this guy. We're then gonna hit him with Sleep. We're gonna hit him with Flame Lick. We're gonna hit him with Infectious Cloud. Again. We're gonna switch back to the Greater Mummy because he switched targets. Ermagerd, the Burn Blader Hermer. 20% throughput plus 10% additional non-hybrid. Pure int. So they try to make it's not in caster invocation. Oh my god. Go away. I'm deleting I'm gonna delete this spell from my spell book. That's all there is to it. It's 20% throughput plus 10% additional non-hybrid. Necro and Shaman main dots overwrite each other. No, they do not. But you can't cast like, so both of those classes get E-Bolt, right? You don't get 2 E-Bolts, but you can cast like, you can cast Odium, you can cast E-Bolt, you can cast, you know, the fire dot line. Each spell has like, you can see this one right here, okay? This one says Blood of Saren line, right? So Blood of Saren is a spell line that both Necros and Shamans get, and you can see Shaman and Beast. Just because I'm a Shaman and Beast doesn't mean I can cast it 2 times. Same thing applies if I was a Necro. Like, you don't get to double stack the dots, but you don't need to. Dots only last 30 seconds, and I promise you, you will fucking hate yourself if you had more than 2 or 3 dots to cast. You, like, they last 30 seconds. They are quite possibly, they last just slightly longer than me in bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is not a situation where, like, you're running around and you're like, oh my god, I wish I had more dots to cast at rank 0. Well, even at the higher ranks, like, they do last longer, but, like, it's not... I also only sleep 30 seconds. Right on, Butler. Necro and Shaman dots. Yep. Needs IRL spellcasting reinforcement. 30 seconds, bro is flexing on us. Woo, boy. Oh, shit. What's going on, the Kedux? I loathe that pet, though. I guess we're 18. I don't even care about the rest of the armor. I'm actually just gonna go to, I'm gonna go to Nijina. I did notice we have a Burning Affliction 3, but I don't think there's an improved damage focus in-game. Yes, there is. Improved damage 3 comes from the White Dragon Scale Cloak, which is quite difficult to get unless you have Jewel Crafting. Oh, we can just leave, right? We can just go like this. Leave. And this will take me up to the top floor, I think. Just grinding in a Monk Necro Bard. Love this combo, but might go Ranger Necro Bard on live. Nice. Yes, I'd like 100 chicken nuggets. Naginas. Okay, who farted? Stank. I love having ID3 on my COF. Fair. Yeah, so there's actually, I have a little thing that I wrote up about all the different, if you look on my YouTube and you look at my posts, I actually posted all the best in slot exaltations on there. What I will say is, at least early on, unless, and here's what I'm going to tell you. I know that the Beast Lord pet can be better if we put a ton of gear on it. That's not the point. If I have to farm up my pet to make it on par with any of the other pets that don't need to do that, then it's just not good. If you have to do a mile's worth of work in order to make it on the same level as something else, then it's just not as good. Now, if you go out and you level up another class first and you come back and you have like a full Indoclet set and you're like completely pimping, you got the best weapons and they're like all +6 and all these things, like, then sure, the pet is likely going to be okay. It's probably going to do some DPS. But again, in almost every situation, I would rather have a mage pet, a necro pet, or an enchanter pet. It's just, I'm going to push this character to level 50, and I'm going to try and see what the pet looks like at level 50. I'm going to level the spell. I'm going to level the last pet that they get to level 10, and I'm going to look at all that stuff, and we'll see exactly where it's at, and hopefully I can do that in the next, like, 5 days. But the pet as a whole, I just, like, it doesn't do anything that jumps out and makes me say, oh my god, this one's better. The shaman pet is just flat out better than it, even though the shaman pet is literally the same thing, really. I don't know what to say, other than... Also, the mana issue is a whole nother problem. The pet doesn't cast heal in combat. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but the Beast Lord pet doesn't heal itself. So it has these spells in its kit. It will cast some things running itself out of mana, and then it just doesn't do anything. Pet logic swapping targets a lot. It doesn't have enough health or defensive stuff to really keep it going in a meaningful way, in a good way. That may change with some levels and getting the higher level ones and allowing it to have a bigger mana pool, bigger health pool, possibly some more defensive stats. But I think by and large, again, I would just rather have another pet in almost every single possible situation. I fret to say that it's just, like, it just needs some focus. It needs an idea, a concept, and then it needs to see that concept through. I actually really liked the idea of it being a berserker initially. I just would like to see it have some type of mechanism allowing it to deal with the fact that it's either A, always going to have aggro, or B, with that aggro, it has some type of potential to either drop that aggro or if it doesn't drop the aggro, it has the defensive capability of surviving. The shaman pet is significantly better than the Beast Lord pet. It's the best spell. Its best spell is a fast ice nuke. I don't know whether I like that they cast slows. Probably convenient when you don't want to bother, but probably ultimately. I had a shaman pet that was in level 5 full Inoculate, and I basically just I sent it at Vox, and it killed Vox. It tanked Vox on its own while I killed all the other giants. And it just sat. I didn't have to heal it. I didn't have to do anything. I just sent it at Vox, and then I killed all the other stuff. It slowed Vox on its own. It healed itself. Like, there was no weirdness. There was no, like, difficulty when it was attached to that. It was just send him at Vox, and then I dealt with all the rest of the things. And that was on a druid shaman. Druid shaman. What the hell was that? Druid shaman necro. So, like, that doesn't really particularly feel great, right? Pet hold AA fixes the target swapping problem. How does the pet hold AA fix the target swapping problem? Why no ogre? I like XR on live, but this game made me an ogre addict. Because we were just, it was for simplicity's sake. If I get all the classes to level 50, do you think they will sell D-level pots in the cash shop? I have no idea. I don't know what they're planning for that. It's the best spell. Yep. Shaman pet slow like mad. I love it, but using warrior to keep aggro. LMAO, that's wild. How do you rate the enchanter pet in comparison to the shaman pet? The enchanter pet is I need to test it a little bit more, but I think the enchanter pet is likely still the best pet in the game right now. There was some talk about them possibly casting Lay of Hands at 75%. If that has happened, that might make them a little bit less good. But they still heal, they still stun, they still hold aggro. They're still really, really good. They're like... unfortunately, it is just... It does a little bit of everything. And it holds aggro, which is what you want the pet to do. So, unlike the Beast Lord pet, which doesn't have the defensive capabilities of surviving, the Enchanter pet is really, really good. That being said, now Charm is good, and charmed creatures get effects from items. So I don't even know if the Enchanter pet would be used as much. Like, maybe you use it leveling, but you have you can level up the charm spells, and the charm spells last for like 25 minutes. I don't know. Like, it's a really weird situation to be in. Shaman pet was better than the Necro pet. Yes, the Shaman pet is better than the Necro pet as far as tanking is concerned. The Necro pet does a little bit more damage than the Shaman pet, but and the Necro pet isn't a bad tank. Its life taps are actually somewhat decent and keep it alive a little longer than you would normally expect. But the end-all be-all is basically like, I mean, unfortunately, Beast Lords just don't have anything to make them really, like, stand out. Like, if you like a Beast Lord, play a Beast Lord. But they just don't really do anything that's all that special. Their pet, they have some inventory slots that they bring to a pet build if you have that. They do have the best pet heals, but you don't, like, depending on your class combo, you might not even need those pet heals. Yeah, mage pets are actually really strong. The water pet is probably by far the most strongest. It does really good DPS. It has some decent tanking. The earth pet can actually take over for the most DPS at times. However, the pet cast logic is dog water, and sometimes it'll proc. It's so annoying because what it'll do is it'll cast root. Like, it'll cast the instill spell, right? Rooting the thing in ground. And then it will proc its pet root. And then it will immediately start casting instill again because instill just wore off because it got rooted by that. And so the pet logic is really dog crap in the fact that it's like attacking and doing stuff because it has a damage shield. It has really, really high health. It has really, really high damage. It's got all the rangers like fast casting, like fire arrows and all that, which is really good. It actually surprisingly has a decent mana pool as well. It heals itself. It heals you. And then, oh my God, oops, never mind. I'm sorry. It's busy casting root on the target over and over and over again. So the air pet could be really good. I think it needs something a little extra to make it like really, really good. But for the most part, the air pet is it's just significantly lower than the other ones. The fire pet is really interesting. Fire pet has a bit of a mana problem. It does insane DPS until it runs out of mana, and it runs out of mana pretty quickly. It does have a damage shield. Its health bar is a problem. It doesn't really tank quite as well as you would hope it would, even if you bolster tons and tons of gear onto it. The damage shield isn't really enough to like really talk about it. So unfortunately, like, Beast Lords are kind of meep. +8 Enchanter pet does superior healing. Yeah. So Beast 2 Sky Quest, get Warrior Dagus. The Beast Sky Weapon has a pet heal proc plus a slow. So a mini Beast Epic, drop the heal proc. It does 200-ish pet heal and use a shield. All pets a tank. So Beast, do the Sky Quest, get Warrior Dagus. The Beast Sky Weapon has a pet heal proc plus a slow. So the Beast, do Sky Weapon, get a pet heal proc plus a slow. I mean, you're still relying entirely on... I mean, if you want to do that, go for it. But I think if you have to do that much work in order to make something viable, you probably it's just it doesn't hang. Like it's just like if you had a chart, right? Like if you're having to do the plane of sky quests in order to make it viable or usable, why wouldn't you just use something else? Honestly, sounds like they should swap. Yep, Beast melee sucks. Beast healing sucks. Beast spell damage suck. Beast can slow, I guess. Beast buff suck. Paragon is good. Yep. Pet proc buff is great. Pet. Yes. Actually, so the pet proc that Beast Lords have is really good for buffing another pet that's actually worthwhile. So they get the pet proc, and they get the pet heal, and they get Paragon. And that's really all the Beast Lord does. They also get an increased pet inventory. But it's... I think I'd rather have, like, a mage for Frenzied Burnout. And then... And they have the crit bonus to pet attacks. And then... use, like, a shaman or something to just give the pet procs. Give the pet tons of buffs. Give the pet, like, everything else. You know what I'm saying? Spirit Frenzy looks fun. You want to hear about Spirit Frenzy? You want to hear the best part about Spirit Frenzy? Let's talk about Spirit Frenzy. You're talking about this one right here, right? Frenzy of Spirit? Is this the one? Just want to verify before we get into it. Pack Tactics, I'm talking to you. So Beast is like a great mage secondary to buff the mage pet. Yeah, basically. Parse a... Oh, we've got ads here coming up. So we'll go over that stuff in a second. Teehee level 40, Charming, level 51 Rock Golem. He poops on everything. Jesus Christ, I hate you, Biggs. Parse D4 any raid. My beast pet did 42 DPS at level 45. A water pet did 40 at 42, did 46 DPS. Yeah. Yup. Did you Lumpy, did you give your water pet the back? Did you give your water pet did you give him the ability to backstab? Where might a dark elf buy some paladin spells? In the Ixar, the new Sebelis town is the best place. Oh god. Those guys are gonna want to fight me. I've been playing melee hybrids exclusively. Talk me into a lazy caster pet build. 3 classes as lazy as possible. It doesn't exist. You can't be lazy with pets. You're either stuck healing them, you're always stuck managing them in some way. Like, there's no, wasn't my water pet another player, and it was backstabbing. Okay, yep. If I were to go, I would also be curious what gear they had, because that could make a significant difference too. But if I were to go with pet class, I would have to go Enchanter. They just bring so much to the table compared to others, and their pet's clutch. Yep. Enchanters are really good. Tell you all the things. All right. You are... Okay, actually, this works out because you're a subscriber. All right, so Frenzy of Spirit. All right, so you don't get this until what level? Level 45. Okay? So, first of all, you can't even buy this until level 45. Most people will have haste items by level 45. Maybe you don't. Good for you if you don't. That's awesome. However, let's go over what this does. Frenzy of Spirit 1... increases your melee speed by 99% and attack power by 250. The 250 attack power is great. That's awesome. This is really exciting. Really, really cool. It does last 48 seconds. That can be increased by enhanced, extended enhancement. It can also be increased by spellcasting reinforcement, which is good. Those are both really good. However, it gives you 99% haste, which sounds really cool until you realize you can't even have 99% haste because it doesn't give you over haste. You just hit the haste cap. And then, yay, I hit the haste cap. And depending on what class combinations you're doing, you can already hit the haste cap without even using this AA pretty easily. Even if you're just leveling up your haste item, you can hit the haste cap, which is weird at best. I've been playing melee. Yet wasn't my water pet. I am sitting down, prepared for spirit rant. I pitched an idea to give Beastlord a passive AA that adds +1 level to any pet summon after the new calculation of pet levels for funds. Since I needed to level a druid, tried Beast Druid Warrior. Nice. With just COF and Shami Haste, I'm at 175. Mark readily. There you go. I assume the way it was written that it was a mini Berserker stance and stacked. Nope. Sure doesn't. Thank you. I've been alternating. They feel very similar in outcome at lower levels, making it hard choice. Yeah. I want Beast Lords to be good. Obviously, I don't want any class to be bad, but I think Beast Lords are probably the worst class in the game right now. That's not to say that they're, like, just dog water. I think if you want to play one, there's reasons to play one. I just think that it's the worst class in the game right now. They're restricted by the fact that every single AA they have, you can't even buy until level 30, and level 30 is Hobbled Spirits, which just gives your pet a snare that makes them get aggro faster. Everything else is level 40 plus. You know, obviously Paragon is really good, but it's 36 seconds. You get to use it once every 15 minutes. There's no way of speeding that up or making that better. And they really don't bring anything else to the table other than some pet inventory slots. Is there a way to refund AA? No, there is not. Apologies, class suggestion question number 100. Congratulations, Descartes Lewin. You have asked the 100th question. We need confetti. 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 All right, anyway. But you seem to really know your stuff. If I really enjoy Shaman, Enchanter, Ogre, and want to do Warrior or SK with it, which would you suggest, SK or Warrior? Either one of those is going to be a lot of fun. So, you know, SK is an int caster, so if you want to extend your mana pool, that would be a good way of doing that. Shaman, Enchanter, SK, you know, you have a lot of different spells and casting that goes in there. If you want to just stick to the... Actually, looking at it, if it were me, personally, I would probably go with the Warrior. And... Oh, fuck me. Okay, damn it. They're both really good. So the SK is broken right now, and when they use Reeve, it actually reduces the cooldown on Canny 5, which is really, really good. So the SK going with the Shaman is actually really, really nice. And then the buffs with the you know, the Unbound dot AA is really good with the SK. However, Warrior is also really, really good because you have more defensive abilities, more weapon options. That is obviously the only way that you have dual wield in that particular build. Otherwise, the SK is either using a two-hander or a one-hander and shield. The Warrior also has access to some of the slightly better AC bonuses and things that you could get. Warrior has Cleave, which is nice. And one of the things that I kind of like about Warrior is that it doesn't come with spells, so that your spell buff bar, because I don't know about you, but like even just playing Shaman, not even including the Enchanter, Shaman is a lot of buffs by the time you get to level 50. There's just a lot. It's not one bar, it's multiple bars. So even quick buff is only kind of helping you out. But it's really good. Yeah. My favorite new synergy feels like working well. Tell me if I'm imagining things. My Monk, Shaman, Enchanter, stacking Buna, Garu, Spirit of the Puma. Yeah, that's fun. That's cool. Yep, that's really good. I think that's a good combo. Nothing is completely non-viable, but yeah, Beast probably single worst. Beast Majoru, bottom. I don't think Magician is bottom anymore. You think Magician is still bottom with the summoned items? Because you can get like a full set of gear now with just leveling spells. And it's actually not a terrible set of gear. The weapons and things are actually pretty decent. You can even get access to some of the other stuff. Like, I don't know if Mage is actually all that bad anymore, especially since you can summon, like, theoretically, without even leveling yourself up and then twinking your pet, you can actually just cast spells and twink your pet. And the best part is those spells are actually continuously viable throughout the leveling process. So, like, if you get the plate stuff right, you could switch to a plate build. Don't tell anybody I told you this, because I'm sure they'll freaking change it. But, like, okay, so you level your mage to level 50, right? And then you decide, like, oh, I'm gonna level something else. Well, just cast your summoned plate, cast your summoned weapons, and then switch your class over. Those items are still in your inventory. So just put them on your pet or put them on yourself or do whatever you want. And the fact that you just had to level your spell up to level 10 to use those summon spells are actually pretty damn good. So Like, if you're looking at a, like, replayability and, like, turn and burn, I think Mage actually isn't terrible. Beast, Mage, Drew, bottom. Sean, probably only thing that needs a nerf. Oh, no, man. I don't know. I'm not advocating for anything to get nerfed. Reduce Puma damage by 30%. Oh, God. That would be a lot. Icon of Doom, what's going on, baby? So Sky's Beast Weapon, Spirit Render, is Shaw's Lethargy, plus 10, 20, 23, Wind Howl, Heracle's Soothing, 22, not too shabby of an AUG, if not doing it for the weapons. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's good. Like, it's good, right? If you are playing a Shaman and you want to put a nice little AUG on your Beast Lord pet, sure, it's great. It's a great AUG to put on your Shaman's Wolf. It's amazing. So Sky's Beast, yeah, Wiz, amazing leveling, but for raids, it doesn't feel good at all. If Mod Rod gain +1 charge per +1 rank, yeah, Mage is probably not bad anymore. Mage Nuke's damage per mana is really poor compared to Wizard or any dot class. I don't think that necessarily makes them bad, though. I didn't have any problem with my Mage mana when I was leveling it up. My starter build was Monk, Shaman, Mage, and I let my Monk auto-attack the exact same mob next to my Earth pet, and that was ranked to tier 7, and race them, and the pet would win sometimes. Yeah, the Earth pet is actually really good. I gave my pet a proc exaltation and treat it like a weapon. There you go. No nerf. The real question is, how stoic are you actually? In my, like, life outside of streaming, more than is comfortable for most people. If that tells you anything. Yeah. Anywho, I love you all. You're beautiful people. Streamer is dumb. We can confirm. We can confirm that the streamer is dumb. Ooh, Lucy is streaming. Pal World and Chill. New player 18+. Ooh, I do love Lucy. I do love Lucy. God, that's a weird thing to say. Let's see here. Same category. Mitigus followed. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nighttime is going. I've rated him a lot lately, though. Let's see who else is going. Oh my God, Ginnix is going. Freaking Ginnix. Who do we got? Zentoke, Freddy G, Hazardous. This is Paladin is going. He's actually started doing some YouTube videos, which is kind of cool. I noticed a couple of his YouTube videos recently. Should we do Freddy Bro? He's back. Yeah. Well, he's been streaming and he's been around. We got Hate Minded. Keston. How broken are you actually? Very. I'm very broken. Will picking certain classes as your first main make a big difference? Ask as a casual, not interested in min-maxing. Choopy, the way that picking a main class or a primary class is going to affect you most is because it needs to be a class that you're okay with playing with everything else. If you're not min-maxing and you're not pushing to get to the max level, or you're not like pushing to do a bunch of different weird and wild things, it needs to be a class that you're okay with just like always playing. You know? So for me, that might be Warrior, might be Necro, might be Shaman. Like, those are 3 classes that I always enjoy playing, no matter what the situation is. And so playing one of those as my primary will always feel good. No matter what I move that class with or what I put with that class, it will always feel good to me because those mechanisms and those things are things that I find entertaining and things that I enjoy. So it just always works. He's an EQ nerd too? Hell yeah, Icon of Doom. Is he, I mean, I don't, thank me for my service, I don't know, that's a weird thing to say, because I usually attribute that to veterans, but yeah, I was a parole officer for way too many years. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put you guys somewhere weird, somewhere special. ASMR. There we go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. I don't know. Oh, she's like, oh my God, she's like listening to all kinds of raid music. Boys and girls, Service dog for oh, that is awesome, dude. Pack tactics, hell yeah, brother. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. We've raised a lot of money for charity to support veterans on this channel. We've raised, I think we're up to like $12,000 now. So definitely love it, man. Definitely love it. Hell yeah. Very cool. So boys and girls, I do love you. You're awesome. We're going to be raiding out. We're going to be raiding out to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey is a freaking awesome chick. Right now, it looks like she's streaming Pal World. She's a really good person. You guys are going to love her. Her freaking... She has a great voice. Great voice. Definitely stick around. Trust me. Wink. But, no, she's a good person. She's a lot of fun. She's got a great sense of humor. She does know all about the old school MMOs. She grew up playing things like Dark Age of Camelot, World of Warcraft, things like that. So she's great talking about that stuff. Hell, maybe you guys can talk her into playing over here. She might even be interested in that. But anyway, I love you all. You're beautiful people. If you don't already, please consider joining over in our Discord, joining us over on Kick, joining us over on YouTube, Twitch, all those wonderful places. We also do TikTok. And until next time, which will be Saturday, we'll be back on Saturday. And, I love y'all. I'm going to be pushing this Beast Lord all the way up to 50 so we can test it in the right way that is meant to be tested, and we'll come up with a conclusion at that point. Expect some videos to come out very, very soon. We're going to be doing a bunch of breakdowns and a bunch of, like, looking at the numbers at things. I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Take it easy. Stay out of trouble. Be good. Behave yourselves, all right? Behave all of whence selves. Lest ye be troublemakers. You guys are all awesome. I really appreciate all the questions. If you guys have more questions too, please feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to ask those questions. We do communicate a lot of different stuff, and sometimes having that stuff recorded in the Discord is good for other people who then come in there and see that you already asked the question. So, again, take it easy. You guys are awesome. Peace. We're going to do a little outro, and then we'll go over there.